Welcome back to a galaxy far, far away. Just kidding. We're in your local movie theater parking lot. Just kidding. We are at home.
Yes, we are.
I'm Mara.
And I'm Gio.
And we are fresh out the film.
Yep. On video this time. For
Yeah.
the first time ever.
For the purpose of Gio wearing that helmet.
Yes, exactly. That's the only reason we really wanted to be on video. Was to get this helmet showed off.
Right,
It's very. It doesn't even apply to the movie we're watching today whatsoever.
It does not?
But I'm still going to try to keep it on as long as I can. Because, I mean, I can't tell, but I think it looks good, right?
I think it looks great.
There's no mirrors around or anything like that, so I can't. Oh, there's a mirror right over there. Yeah, it's too far away to see, so I hope I look good.
It looks great, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what else looked great?
What?
The movie today.
What a segue.
On this screen right here, man.
Yes.
We watched it literally right in these... Well, not in these positions. This would be a really uncomfortable watch.
Yeah.
A little bit too close and sideways. We watched it back there where you guys were sitting.
On this screen. So, as you said, the sound wasn't as great as it could be.
No, it wasn't. We were not doing John Williams justice.
It still sounded great because it's amazing, but like this quality of the sound wasn't the best.
Yeah, I mean it honestly for TV speakers, I am impressed. Like I'm not gonna short it.
Yeah.
I thought it was well done for the TV speakers.
But I must mention that I wanted to see this in theaters like last year or whatever, and Gio would not go with me.
Of course we had to bring this up.
Of course.
I'm
upset.
Fresh Out the Film didn't exist at the time, you know? And
Did not.
I don't even want to make this argument anymore, but movie theater tickets are expensive, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to make the argument because I want people to go to movies way more often. So I should have went to The Phantom Menace last year. And they skipped Attack of the Clones because...
Well, I think it was 25 last year for The Phantom Menace, and it's 20 this year for Revenge of the Sith. When did that come out? 2003?
I thought it was 2005, so that would make sense. It would be 20 years then.
Well, yeah, Revenge of the Sith was 2005, but Attack of the Clones...
Oh, Attack of the Clones 2003? That would make sense.
Or something like that. Like, it doesn't have, like, a 20 or 25 anniversary
They should have done a release, like, in the middle of the two, because they're doing a Revenge of the Sith release in theaters.
Yeah.
And they didn't do one for Attack of the Clones for whatever reason. They would have found, like, they did a winter show for that or something, you know, because didn't they do the Phantom Menace around May 4th as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. May the 4th is coming up. May the 4th, I think, might actually be... Not when we post this episode. You still have some time to get some Star Wars movies in before May the 4th, where you really celebrate. I think the best way to celebrate May the 4th is going with the originals.
Absolutely.
Has to be.
For sure.
I have them on... Well, Dad gave them to me on VHS from, like, 1980-something. They're super old, so it's going to be, like, close to the original VHS for it. So it's going to be a very, very different way to watch it than I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited for that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that'll be great.
100%.
Very exciting.
Ready to hop into your breakdown? Oh, what? Hold on. That'll pick up on the mic. Sorry about that.
Okay, today, if you haven't guessed by, I don't know, like all of the stuff around here.
Yep.
We watched Star Wars.
Twilight. We watched the first Twilight movie.
Oh, and now our Star Wars is gone.
It was fantastic. It was, yeah, well, that's poor timing.
We watched Star Wars. Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. That's what I was waiting for. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Directed and written, of course, by George Lucas.
Yeah.
Obviously. Who else? It stars Ewan McGregor Liam Neeson, Natalie Portman.
Jake Lloyd.
Yes.
Fucking Samuel L. Jackson. I
Thank
guess he
you.
doesn't star.
Well,
It's
he's
not
there.
Not even close. He is there. Ray. Oh. Ray Park? Is that his name? I'm blanking on Darth Maul's name for whatever reason.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, it's in the script somewhere.
Bunch of great people, obviously.
Oh yeah.
The budget was $115 million, and in opening weekend it made $64 million.
Damn.
Over $64 million.
Solid opening weekend.
Yeah, overall, worldwide, it's made, I believe it was like over $1 billion.
1 billion worldwide?
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is crazy.
How does that opening week... Do you know how that opening weekend compares to, like, movies? I guess Star Wars movies?
I should have
first?
looked into... I was thinking, I'm sure it was huge, because it was, like, the first Star Wars movie back after however many years that was.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that sounds like a lot of money, but also, like, I know... Did the Minecraft movie do, like, 19 million opening day or something?
Yeah, something like that.
So...
I don't have
weekend,
my
64.
exact...
It doesn't sound, like, insane, but, you know, it's not terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was also 26 years ago.
I mean, I can look up Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back box office to see. 550 million worldwide, but that was in obviously the 1980s, and that's after. I mean, I would need opening weekend. I'm not gonna waste time on it. I feel like that's not that high. If I had to guess for what I would expect a Star Wars movie to do, although it's a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know. I'm sorry, I did not look into that.
Yeah, can't Google fast enough, so unfortunate.
It got a 3.0 on Letterboxd, a 6.5 on IMDb, and just 54% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yikes.
Pretty bad.
54% on Rotten Tomatoes. Do you take critics? Is it that the critics score? That is insanely bad.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I said. I was like, oh my god, that's crazy.
That's a little bit harsh. I would be curious to see if those are like of the time, right when it came out.
Right.
Because this is one that definitely took a while to become loved.
For sure.
Had to wait for its audience.
Absolutely. I would agree with that.
Mm.
But yeah. Really, are you ready to jump in to the story?
Is it that time for the story?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's very, very exciting. I gotta pull the story up here real fast.
Of course, sorry.
But yeah.
A little bit of a shorter breakdown.
Here we go. This helmet is already struggling, man. I'm getting really hot in here. So, I mean, it's not terrible, obviously. The bottom of my face is open. No, not yet. Not yet. Okay. I'm trying to, I said as long as I can here. Doing everything I can. All right. Obviously, it opens with a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And the crawl of words, which we read, but it's summed up with turmoil has engulfed the Galactic Republic, taxation of trade routes, the outlying star systems is in dispute, and the Trade Federation has blocked planet Naboo, stranding its peaceful people, which is a very, very sad situation for everybody, and is, as we talked about, I think immediately, as a kid, you are just like completely tuned out of.
Absolutely.
I mean, like those words on the screen you're trying to follow. I guess we didn't talk about this early, but the words on the screen you're trying to follow as a kid.
For sure.
But it's like, what the fuck is taxation?
Right.
What are taxation on trade routes? What is that? That'll never apply to me in my lifetime, so I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
But basically, the Trade Federation's blockade. Two Jedi are sent to negotiate with the Federation leaders. So Sorry, I messed up the story just a little bit. I have something here though, a bullet point that I was looking for in my research. That George Lucas wanted to see. Uh, we don't see much like swordplay at the very very beginning, but as it goes on, it's very obvious that it looks different than the movies before it. Like if you watch, all the originals, and it's not because it apparently at least George Lucas said it was on purpose. Because the Jedi at this point in their like existence are pretty much at the peak of where they've been. They've been every single Jedi there. The president has been training for years and years and years, and have so many books and ways to train on swordplay that or lightsaber fighting, I guess.
Right.
That they can use everything. So they use a combination of like so many different fighting techniques from apparently just a bunch of different groups of people in real life to try and accomplish that, which is really really cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's it's watching lightsaber battles I think looks different than anything else, and it's not just because it's lasers and swords. I think it just looks so quick, and I don't know. It's amazing how they can make it look effortless while at the same time being so fast, and all the stuff that they're doing, like jumping and flipping and kicking. I don't see points where, well, it happens sometimes, but I don't see points where I think somebody should be getting stabbed. Like it's, oh, I'm watching a movie here. It's obvious. Like it's so fast that it looks good enough that it could be real.
Yeah, absolutely.
But still is looks like it does, which is just awesome.
Yeah, so cool for sure.
But inside the Trades Federation flagship, a sterile conference room pulses with tension. There's Viceroy Newt Gunray with his reptilian eyes darting nervously. Qui-Gon's there, and so is Obi-Wan Kenobi, his young apprentice. You can see off rip. You can see Obi-Wan's Padawan braid, which was for the first time there, which is pretty nice. A hologram flickers to life, and actually, I don't think Darth Sidious comes in there yet. But did we see a hologram of Darth Sidious right at the beginning?
I think so.
Yeah, there's a hologram of Darth Sidious. And his shrouded face, basically toxic gas floods the room, and there's this kind of funny scene because a 3PO droid just walked in, a droid that looks like C3PO, protocol droid, I guess, and he had some drinks, and once they flood the room with gas while the Jedi are holding their breaths, the protocol droid walks out, and it just kind of makes a joke. And then the lightsabers light up within the smoke, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan basically have to find their way off the ship now because they were under attack. So they are, yeah, they're doing everything they can to get off, and we were, I think, like a lot of times during this movie, thinking about the Lego Star Wars game.
Absolutely, which we played all the time.
Yeah, I mean, as
but it's
kids,
like I guess we played it like on the Wii, so we were we weren't good at it. So I'm pretty sure like the only level we ever had was the Phantom Menace, because like the levels would go up and like based on like the movie, but like I only ever remember doing the Phantom Menace.
I think it was because we couldn't beat it, man.
Right.
Like it's just so. Oh, this is getting so hot. I think I'm doing it already. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, maybe I can actually think now. Oh, that is so much better. Probably hear me a little better too.
Oh shit.
Well, I mean that's
careful.
Alright. Oh. There we go. Nothing to see here.
Great timing.
So they are finding their way off the Trade Federation ship, and they end up. There's a great line in there where Obi-Wan, as they're getting off, they're like looking in on their way out, and Obi-Wan goes to Qui-Gon, and he's like, "You're right about one thing, Master. The negotiations were short," which is just fantastic.
Yes.
An amazing one.
So good.
But yeah, they get to the ground and fly on down. How do they get off the Trade Federation ship again?
I don't know.
They got on separate transports. They said something about that, but I don't think they explicitly showed it. But when they got to the ground, they're still running away from a bunch of people, and they come across the man, the myth, the legend, Jar Jar Binks, which a lot of people hate, including myself. I mean, I'm not a huge Jar Jar Binks hater, but I definitely don't love him.
No, I don't either.
I definitely don't love him. But he he's getting in the way as always. He's about to get run over by these massive vehicles.
Right.
And Qui-Gon luckily saves him. He ends up saving him twice within that little time.
Yes, he's just constantly almost getting killed.
Yes, the entire movie, and he never becomes competent in any way, shape, or form. But I'll talk about that later. I will happily talk about that later. I'm not a fan of old Jar Jar Binks whatsoever. But they're moving along and they're talking to Jar Jar, and apparently Jar Jar got banished from his people, but he decides to take the Jedi back to them. Kind of a nice favor. They gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, they're trying to get to. The goal is to try to get to like the main palace in Naboo, to get to Queen Amidala.
Right.
And break her out of this blockade, I guess, because they're surrounding the planet. She can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
They're taking over everybody. Terrible.
Awful.
But yeah, Qui-Gon leads them. Jar Jar leads them down into. I thought I had what it was called here. It's the Gungan City. I just don't remember what it's called exactly. Otua Gunga, a submerged city of glowing bubble-like domes. And they go before the boss, a Gungan lord. And Qui-Gon is like, "Your Highness, we must reach the Queen to save Naboo." And that's his goal. And somehow the mind trick doesn't work on him. That's water. The mind tricks do work on him effortlessly. So he just keeps saying stuff like, "Give me a ship, we need to get to Naboo."
Right. And a quick note about this scene is that they obviously swim down to the city, and then when they walk in to the main guy's house, the place where they're being completely dry.
Yep.
Not
in
even
seconds.
A little bit wet.
In seconds.
So,
no time at all till they're
just
dry.
to note, I never noticed that until today, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, I told you, I'm really surprised you haven't heard about the Jedi instant drying power. The Force is a very interesting thing.
Right, of course.
But they get a ship and they get going. They have to go through the core of the planet to get to Naboo. And they get attacked by a couple fish along the way. We get a great line from Qui-Gon, and there's always a bigger fish. When one fish is going at him and then gets chomped by an even bigger.
Right.
It doesn't even really look like a fish. I guess it's a...
This looks like a dinosaur.
Yeah, it does look like a dinosaur. It's very, very concerning. And they get up to the shore on Naboo, and they basically start trying to get the princess out. And yeah, I have a couple bullet points here to stop and pause. First one's about Liam Neeson. He was so eager to be in the film that he signed on without having read the script.
That's crazy.
Which is insane. I wish this would have had better timing, but that is insane. Neeson's enthusiasm for Qui-Gon's role radiates in his tense commanding presence as he leads the escape, embodying the Jedi ideal, a testament to his intimate trust in Lucas's vision. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
And then the other one, somebody we haven't met yet, so I'm going to wait on it until I see him.
Okay.
But we make it in to Naboo, and we're breaking everybody out. It's going very, very well for the most part. You know?
Yeah.
Jar Jar's causing a few problems here and there. You know, everybody just kind of joking around. Not really, but Jar Jar is joking around.
Right. He's
heavily.
like falling and yeah.
Yeah, it's not fun, but we get some good Jedi moments, some good just saving some hostages, getting everybody on, or well, everybody they can onto different ships.
Right.
And then one ship is able to get out, and it is the ship, Queen Amidala on it, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, pretty much anybody important.
Right.
Is all on that ship, which
Yes.
is fantastic. But on the way out, they're having a couple problems. They're getting shot at like crazy, and their shields go out. Luckily, they're droids that can go out on the back of the ship. They're trying their best to get the shields up, but the droids are getting shot down. They think they're about to go down, but one little droid on top of the ship turns the shields back on and saves everybody, and people are pretty hyped up with him. It's R2-D2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him right there.
That's him.
That's pretty exciting, no?
That's the start of him saving the day all the time.
Exactly. It's perfect. I think he got he got some credit for it. You know, I thought that was kind of a funny moment because the fake Padme Amidala, Keira Knightley, just tells real Padme to go clean the droid. And then she has a bunch of other handmaidens who could easily clean this fucked up droid.
Which was just funny.
It's hilarious. But unfortunately, their hyperdrive is a bit damaged, so they need repairs. They don't have enough fuel to get to Coruscant, which is where they're trying to go. And so they have to stop on Tatooine.
Yeah.
And I am so bored of this planet now. Obviously, back then, you wouldn't have been as bored as the planet, so it doesn't matter. But Tatooine is in, like, every fucking Star Wars movie, and it really makes me mad. It's in, like, every single project. And it's just the desert. It's just the desert.
Yeah, you're not a fan?
No, I'm not a fan. There's, like, a few good things about it. Jabba and, like, Sand People, Jawas.
Right.
But I just hate it, man. I absolutely hate it.
Damn.
Don't want to see it.
Yeah, I don't hate, like, obviously it's terrible. I would never want to go there, but
if you had the chance to visit,
it.
would you though? If you knew, just a nice little visit, like a week-long stay?
No.
You wouldn't go to Tatooine?
You would?
I think so. Check out Mos Eisley.
I'd rather go to... Can you guess where I'd rather go? Where would anyone want to go? Or where would everyone want to go, rather?
The ship that Anakin and Padme, or the planet that Anakin and Padme get married on?
Yeah, well, I was going to say that, like, Naboo.
Naboo?
Yeah.
You want to go to Naboo?
For sure.
Naboo is pretty nice.
I'd stay there.
Once you get out of the city, it's kind of bad, Coruscant's not bad on the upper levels. Lower levels of Coruscant gets dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous down there. I think Endor would be pretty nice. Just after. I mean, Endor wouldn't. It'd be a camping trip. It looks nice. But where Anakin and Padme get married is such a nice place. It's actually Lake Como, Italy.
Right.
That one's fantastic.
Yeah.
I really don't know what planet I would... The Wookiee planet, whatever that's called, I might go to.
You might?
Hold on. Yeah. I think this is an important question here. There's got to be... I feel like we're missing, like, one that's, like, the perfect vacation spot. Definitely not Hoth or Dagobah.
Right.
Or Mustafar.
Right.
Alderaan. Have you watched... Alderaan would have been great at this time. Because have you watched Kenobi? The Kenobi show? No?
No.
It's, beautiful. It's like a huge white city. And it's just, like, Alderaan is Princess Leia's planet that gets blown up in A New Hope.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Kamino would suck. That's where the clones are. So it's just
Right.
rainy and there's like nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Bespin, ooh, Lando's planet.
Oh, that'd be nice. I'd go there.
Lando's planet wouldn't be bad. Kashyyyk, Wookiee planet.
Oh yeah, I could go there.
Not there. Florum's a great planet. I don't know. I don't think there's an obvious Alderaan back then might have been the best. Coruscant's probably got arguments. If you have money, you can go to Coruscant. It's gonna be fun for you.
Yeah.
100%. But the Royal Starship and its hull battered from the blockade limps to Tatooine, a sun-scorched desert ruled by the lawless Hutts. The twin sons, the whole 9 yards. We are on Tatooine.
Right.
Queen Amidala, who's disguised as handmaiden Padme, joins Qui-Gon, Jar Jar, R2, and not Obi-Wan yet. Obi-Wan stays on the ship. And they go into Mos Espa.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I thought they were in Mos Eisley, but they're in Mos Espa. I didn't even know there's two different places, honestly. I mixed it up. My Star Wars knowledge is... The whole episode is now incredible. Because obviously my Star Wars knowledge is lacking.
Damn.
It's lacking.
Mine is way less than yours, so... Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Hair around my mic. I'm sorry, I should have put my hair up.
Cannot trust you with these mics.
It's my bad. My bad.
But they basically get in there and they go to Watto's junk shop. There they try to get some ship parts. Doesn't quite work out, and they end up meeting Anakin Skywalker.
Try to do Jedi mind tricks.
Oh, yeah. You tried to... Here, you want to do some Jedi mind tricks to me?
Is it because you want to say the line?
Oh, actually, I think the line's later anyways. Does he do Jedi mind tricks right now?
Yeah.
And doesn't work? But he doesn't say the line, mind tricks don't work on me. Only money. Yeah, right?
I'm not sure. I'm forgetting. But I'm pretty sure he tries it right out just to get, like, for him to take the Imperial credits, right? As the money.
Yeah. And it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't do the line yet because I don't know it, unfortunately. Right. It's a damn shame. So, yeah, they meet Anakin Skywalker, and Anakin, talks to Padme. They already take a liking for each other.
Yeah.
Anakin is telling Padme he's a pilot. He also asked, are you an angel?
Yeah.
And he also says that angels come from some planet. Maybe that's where we need to go on vacation.
Or some moon, I thought.
There's a moon?
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's where we should go.
Apparently, yeah. And a sandstorm starts up outside. So the ship's parked on the outskirts because they didn't want to rustle up.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they didn't land inside Tatooine, honestly. They just didn't want to attract attention. But this is the outer rim. Nobody's gonna fucking know you're here, but it's
well,
the outer rim is like,
I mean, they are located later.
I was gonna try to name somewhere in the world, but I don't want to isolate any potential audience.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's like the outskirts,
Right.
It's uncharted parts of the galaxy. Not quite uncharted, but it's less. It's ran by underground crime syndicates. It is. Like the Hutts and more that I can't name right now. Of course it is, yes.
Of course.
But yeah, the sandstorm's going on, and they can't be... Qui-Gon, Padme, and everybody can't get back to the ship.
Well, going back, maybe it's because they want to keep the queen safe. That she's really there. Like, they don't want her in the actual, like, city part? Town?
Well, then why would Padme go? Because, like, why would you be protecting... Why would you be protecting the false queen? Right,
that's a great point.
Yeah, it's actually a terrible idea, but Padme just wants to see what's going on. More like she's going to be a main character, and we need to tell her story.
Yes.
And she needs to meet Anakin Skywalker.
Right.
Yeah. Like Best Film Lover says, movie's got a movie.
Movie's got a movie. Absolutely.
since they can't get back to the ship in time, or else they're gonna get belted with too much sand. Hold on, I got an Apple News alert. Give me a second. I'm joking. They decide to get taken. Anakin offers to take him back to his house.
Yes.
Wow, that's. She's only doing that for the camera. There's no way. I've never seen you do a hair flip in the car for
Well,
me.
I can't. There's not enough space. I have to go like this, and it falls back. So that's more. It gets higher up on my head.
Dude, it was clean.
So
I'm
it
not
takes a
gonna lie.
longer time.
It was
to
a
fall
clean
down.
hair flip. If I could.
Well,
do it.
I didn't. I threw it.
Yeah, sorry, a hair throw. It's more attitude than a flick.
Sorry. It's distracting.
Where was I? They get to Anakin's
Sandstorm.
house. Yeah.
There.
Anakin offers to take him back, so they go to Anakin's house, and it is we meet C-3PO, which is very, very fun.
And Shmi.
And Shmi.
Shmi Skywalker.
Shmi Skywalker, who is Anakin's mom.
Yes.
Very nice lady.
Very nice.
I like her accent a lot. I don't know what it is exactly.
Yeah.
It was very, very nice. And she already is taking a liking to the Jedi, I believe. She somehow knows who they are, or is with the Force. She's definitely, not a Force user, but somebody who has a lot of midichlorians, to say the least.
Right.
She's Anakin's mom with no dad, so she definitely has some Force within her, a Princess Leia situation.
Right, absolutely. And I think also just I think if some strange people came and it was Qui-Gon, his presence is just very calming.
100%. Just like
And
Liam
you'd be
Neeson in real
okay.
life, dude. Just like Liam Neeson in real life. You get around him and it's just the whole room is just.
Sure.
Oh no, is there bad stuff about Liam Neeson?
Well, I just don't think of that based on other roles. I don't know what he's actually
scary,
like.
yeah. Where's my daughter? He's in a role. I don't know what it's called, but I can picture him. He's torturing a guy. Where's my daughter?
Oh.
All right.
Not sure what that is.
Back to the show. They meet C-3PO, which is a great meeting. Very happy to see C-3PO. 3PO also meets R2-D2, and they have their first moments, which is fantastic. He is right there as well. Actually, I forgot to mention, there were 7 R2-D2s working total, for whatever reason, for various terrains or situations. Shot. 7 R2-D2s.
Damn.
Pretty insane.
7 seems like a lot. I feel like there'd be a back, or maybe 3. I feel like 5 would even be a lot. 4 seems okay.
Yeah, 7 seems like way too many.
Yeah.
Because I kind of thought they all broke, but the way it was portrayed in the documentary, I don't think it was breaking 7. It was they had 7 working. They had at least a few working I saw in the same shot. But there was one of them that definitely got shot off the top of the ship. So he looked exactly like R2.
Right.
Yeah. But we hear about a lot more about Anakin's life and how he's a pod racer. He actually won't stop talking about it at the dinner table. And they just keep talking about this pod race coming up, and I was going to show him the pod race. And him and Padme are hitting it off. I will say, it's difficult to do the story that he's trying to do because the age difference between, it's not an insane age difference between Padme and Anakin, but
is it
they seem
10
like it.
and 14?
Yeah, 10 and 16, I think.
I'm pretty sure she's 14.
Is she 14? Let's see. Padme, age, Phantom Menace.
I could be wrong. I could be making that up.
She's 14. You're right. And then, what is Anakin's age?
My guess is 10.
9.
Oh.
So it's not that, but they look very different, and so you don't want to overplay it, or else it's still gonna feel weird and forced. Even though it did end up being forced in the second movie, but that was a whole different problem. But they did a good job with that, with just having it feel like an innocent friendship rather than because that's what it would be at that age more so.
Right.
I think
it's kind of weird,
Yeah,
so they have to.
there's always been weird shit. Leia and Luke is another one that's just a weird
Yeah.
situation. George likes walking the line with that stuff. I guess I don't know. I mean, this is where we just spent so much of the movie on Tatooine, and it's just so frustrating, which is.
Do you just want to like sum it, like do like a quick little, and we can move on to like the pod race? Or
Yeah,
is
we
there
can.
anything
We have to talk about
significant?
Jar Jar just fucking around the whole time, man. And every time they're trying to move through Tatooine, he's just like stepping on stuff. He gets attacked by Saboba at a point, and he's just being an idiot the whole time.
He really is, yeah. And some of it is kind of funny, but.
Yeah, do you want to stand on that hill real fast?
I don't actually.
No, because you were cracking up during the movie.
Some of it is funny.
I was some
like
of it was.
He's annoying and it's overdone and there's like obvious problems with his character and it's like also just like definitely like a role for kids, but like
No,
some of it is hilarious.
It's not nearly as bad as it's gonna get.
Right.
Not nearly.
Yeah.
I just because you can stomach it for the first while, and then it starts getting annoying, and then it starts like actually affecting story stuff that shouldn't. But we'll get.
Yeah,
there.
then you're like watching a really intense scene, and it cuts to Jar, and you're like, oh my god.
Exactly. It's so stupid.
Yeah, no, it's definitely overdone. But in the start, I was laughing a little bit. Sorry, you were too.
I was more at you laughing. That's what I'll say.
What?
I don't know, man. I said I didn't like this movie going in, so I like this movie. It's not as much as other Star Wars movies. And I like a lot of Star Wars movies that people don't like, and shows. I love Ahsoka and Kenobi, and I love Solo, and other stuff that people don't like. I'm a big Star Wars guy, and this movie is still just like good moments, a couple good moments, and that's it.
Yeah, no.
It's a decent setup story, but like there's so much focus on politics.
Yeah.
That is just like, I do think it's the second best. It's a better script than Attack of the Clones.
I would say I would agree, but overall I like Attack of the Clones better.
Yeah.
Just like there are more scenes in Attack of the Clones that I love than Phantom Menace. Although there are great scenes in Phantom Menace.
Yeah, like when Anakin's complaining about sand. That's one of the greatest scenes in the history of...
when he's joking about a dictatorship.
Mm-hmm. So fun.
So good. So good.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. No, I think you're right.
Yeah, and I love how Attack of the Clones like starts.
Oh yeah, it's so fun.
It's so great.
Just right into it, man. Mm-hmm. Essentially, the other things that happen at Tatooine are Qui-Gon is hearing about this pod race, convinces Anakin's mom, who switches up really. Anakin wants to race in this upcoming race anyways. Qui-Gon wants to leverage it to get them out. Well, not necessarily.
He tells him not to do it at the start.
Yeah.
Anakin more pushes him
Anakin wants to, and then Qui-Gon backs him a little bit, and then Mom caves immediately, and it's like it goes from no, you're gonna die to absolutely you should, you're meant to.
Yeah.
And they decide to get the pod racer working, which is fantastic.
Crazy.
So they're getting that thing working, and they eventually go to Watto. Qui-Gon tries to bargain for the kids' freedom as well as the parts for the ship that they need.
Mm-hmm.
And so they decide to flip dice in this moment.
Yes.
Watto, you brought up a good point here, but first let me talk about just set the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Where Qui-Gon's talking to Watto, and Qui-Gon is like, can I get free both slaves, Anakin's mom and Anakin? And Watto's like, no, not both of them. You can do one of them if the kid wins. And Qui-Gon's like, okay. So then Watto takes out a dice. But this die.
Mm-hmm.
But this die is rigged to land on red and always win for Watto. Right? So what's the problem with that?
So the thing is, because he seems like so confident that Anakin is going to lose. Like he says he bet all on whatever the other guy's name is.
Saboba.
Yeah. And so it's strange that he wouldn't just be like give the two and like leverage for more. Like say, yeah, I'll give you Anakin and his mom, but then like leverage for more if he
Right.
was so confident
Yeah, he knows he's gonna win. The
that
dice is
Anakin's gonna
rigged.
lose.
See, you can't actually tell that the dice rigged in the movie, but it's in the script. They said so. Apparently, that's also the reason he was so mad when he rolls the dice because Qui-Gon flips it to blue.
Right.
But it's a very good point that you brought up. Where why didn't he just try to leverage? Yeah, I'll give you both. I mean, he should have played that confident if he had the risk die.
Right.
Unless he's that fucking smart, you know. He's smart enough to not, he's a strong enough mind to not succumb to Jedi mind tricks. So maybe he really is that smart to know that Qui-Gon is already a Jedi, and he doesn't trust it as much. That's possible.
Yeah, that could be. That could be.
Yeah. So there's this whole scene when they're working on the pod as well, where Jar Jar's just getting his head, like, it's Jar Jar, don't get your hand stuck in the purple beam, it'll go numb, and then he gets his head stuck in it, and his hand stuck in the freaking...
Yeah, and his, like, tongue is numb.
But all the kids don't really trust Annie to...
Yeah.
Actually, Annie's Anakin. Well, I haven't called him that yet, you know?
Of course.
It's terrible.
I don't want to flip my head.
No, it looks... Well, that's... yeah. It's a good look. It's a good look. I think this is a decent point to bring up since we've been talking about Jake Lloyd for a while. Is he retired from acting after this role because of the trauma. Apparently, other children constantly teased him about the role. About his like bright-eyed optimism in the scene and his dreams of freedom. That's a different thing. But he was, everybody just really hated on Jake Lloyd for whatever reason. It wasn't just kids around him too. Like, it was, a lot of people on early internet days and
yeah, that's terrible. Why are we always hating on the people that are playing Anakin?
There was, microscope on this movie. There's so much pressure. It's 20 years, 20-some years, and when you set the bar that high with Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, you really want to follow up with something very, very strong, and you more follow up with something closer to New Hope. A lot of people think a lot worse. And Jake Lloyd is part of the project, a new person in it. And I think a lot of people's problems is the fact that they don't think he could have grown up to be Darth Vader, but I like that he started like that. Me too. Because it's the Jedi that corrupted him. It's not his kid self. His kid self's just innocent. Right,
exactly. I would agree. And insane to be hating on a child.
Yeah.
Like, what? It is. What are we doing?
Also on Tatooine, I know I keep saying that before the pod race, but one last thing. I think it's the night before. Qui-Gon is talking to Anakin outside. I think, just before. And he's talking about midichlorians. And he basically explains something that has kind of messed up a lot of Star Wars forever and messed up how people think about it. Which is the fact that some people are, like, born to be better at using the Force than others.
Right.
Which hurts little kids' dreams for sure, Yes. It could. But they explain that by the end, they end up explaining it in a way that still works, where everybody has them, But it does make it a little weird where you're questioning, like, you're almost curious watching fights in the future, like checking their midichlorian levels and stuff.
Right.
But there's a lot more that Star Wars content does with midichlorians that are positive too, so it's not all bad, but it's definitely changed what the Force means in the future.
For sure.
But after that conversation, I believe Qui-Gon talks with Shmi for a little while. We find out that Anakin was a Jesus situation. And happy Easter, by the way. We're on Easter.
Easter.
It's not going to be Easter for you. But Easter, and it's double holiday, Easter and 420.
Yep.
Big day.
Big day.
And so Jesus, Anakin. Anakin was born with a Virgin Mary situation.
Where
Shmi just randomly became pregnant and had Anakin.
Is that, like, real? Like, is that true?
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have a dad?
No. Well, it'd be really dark if it wasn't true.
Right.
So I think it's yeah. I mean, it's been true at least in all the canon that I've seen.
Got it.
It'd been a side plot that I do not want to think about.
Right. Obviously.
Jesus Christ, it'd be interesting.
Well, no, because that's where my brain kind of went to that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Rather than it was
Yeah.
a Jesus
Like,
situation.
to be clear to the viewer, I guess we're talking about like it's something unconsensual.
Right.
Yeah. That.
I think that was clear.
Yeah, that would lead to. I mean, we just didn't state it. That would make more sense as to why he went to the dark side, but it's not needed. So I mean,
Right.
It's definitely. I don't
It's
think.
much better that it's a Jesus situation.
100%. But now, Mara, we're at your favorite part, and do you want to do the story for the Potters?
Okay,
You know
stop saying it's not my favorite part. You can do it, but I'll cut it.
I want you to do the race. I want to see how you do it. Man. I feel like it could be pretty good.
I think you should do it. I don't want to steal any of your story part because I'll talk a lot after you kind of explain.
The Mos Espa Grand Arena pulses with raw energy.
See, I couldn't do that.
Overflowing a motley crowd of Twi'leks, Rhodians, and Hutts, their cheers echoing across the desert. Jabba the Hutt, his massive bulk sprawled on a dais, slobbers through the translator. Welcome, Podracer fans, to the Boonta Eve Classic. Anakin, strapped to his sleek, cobbled-together pod, grips the controls, his face set with determination. His rival, new rival, I guess. No, he's an old rival, but also an old man rival, so it's kind of a weird relationship. Saboba, a vicious dug with a sneering grin, sabotages competitors with hidden weapons. He did it to Anakin, just pulling a little thing that's going to affect him later. The race explodes into motion, and yeah, they are off. There's announcers, there's crowd noise being pumped in, which I'll say right here to create the sounds of the spectators during the pod race scene. Sound designer Ben Burt took a recorder to San Francisco 49ers game, football, and just fucking...
That's so funny.
They pumped that in the background, which is just so cool. Anakin's pod at the start stalls, by the way, so everybody else goes, and he stays.
Oh no!
A couple of problems, but he gets it together.
Little Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, dude, I'm terrified because if we get stuck on Tatooine for any longer, I'm gonna walk out. So, Anakin luckily gets his pod race started, and he starts zooming forward. Everybody's hyped up, except Qui-Gon Jinn, who just looks so relaxed the entire time.
Yeah, he's
just
chilling
looking on.
Through everything that happens throughout the race. He's so chill.
So chill.
Whoa, that was crazy. Save time.
It wasn't really, you said chilling a second earlier, it had both our brains.
What?
Yeah. You said he was just chilling, and then we both said, so chill.
Yeah. At the same time.
Exactly. We gotta be careful, though, because if we do this anymore, we're gonna end up just saying the same thing all the time, and then we can't have a dual podcast.
What is going on?
It's a real problem. But yeah, races happen. There's 3 fucking laps, but I don't know. Can you explain the levels, at least, the laps? Because you know the...
Okay, here's what I want to say about... Okay, first lap, he's kind of behind, then he starts to catch up, then he's right in... But, like, we could kind of go through that a little bit more. Well, at least the third lap, if you want to. But the thing that I feel like, yes, is it long and it's the same track, so it's kind of repetitive? Yes. Right? But I feel like if it was just like 2 laps or something, it'd be like, what the fuck? There was no way that he could possibly catch up with not starting at the same time as everyone else.
What about this, though?
So I think
what if they spend the first 2 laps on Anakin's catching up, and they're just doing like a montage? So they're just like splicing clips together. So it's like he gets off the line, and then they're showing the crowd, and then they look at it again, and he's catching up, and then you get like a shot of like lap 2 and everybody going around, and then he's getting closer and closer and closer, and then it goes lap 3, and it's like Skywalker's in it, and it's Saboba and him going at it. That would have been way easier, way shorter, and you could have spent more time on like fucking lightsaber fights or politic talk or something.
Yeah. No, you are right. I would say. But
you don't want to challenge? Yeah.
No, I love this scene just because, like, all the camera angles from it going from him to, like, the track and, like, just how the camera moves throughout that entire very long scene I think it's so fun.
It's really well done, and it makes every lap look as different as it can. I'll give it credit. Like, they're doing everything they can to make it as entertaining as possible at every point. A lot of the characters are kind of comedically funny.
Yeah.
Which is a problem, because you don't really care about what's happening to any of them, because they're all, like, some of them are potentially dying. Like, this is...
Right.
Yeah, you don't see any
it's
of them.
very dangerous.
And it's just, boring for me.
But I will say, the first lap is good. You're, like, waiting for him to catch up. The second lap drags a little bit, but then the third lap is great again.
Yeah, that's absolutely
Don't you
true.
think?
The Sebulba battle's fun, yeah.
It's really just the second lap that is a little bit
They do a good
long.
job building up Sebulba enough to be mad at him, especially
Yeah.
because he messes up Anakin's pod during the
Right.
it ends up coming back to bite him during the third half.
Mm-hmm.
Because Anakin catches back up, then ends up breaking Sebulba's pod. But it's a great fight, and obviously Anakin wins. Everybody celebrates.
Yes.
Jabba the Hutt gets pushed awake. He was sleeping during all of it.
Yes.
It's terrible.
Anakin's free.
And there was a bunch of kids celebrating, the kids that were bullying him earlier on the sideline.
Yep.
This is where I want to mention Warwick Davis. You know Warwick Davis?
No.
Warwick Davis played the Ewok Wicket.
How would I know that?
I'll show you. You see him there? You know Wicket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
He plays Wicket, and he does a bunch of other characters in Star Wars. I thought he did a different character, but he does one in this movie. Anakin's friend Wald, who's a Rhodian child, the reptile looking guy. I know he did one more role too in this somewhere. Maybe not in this, but later. He might have done an Jawa, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. Basically, they get the stuff they need, and win Anakin's freedom. Back at the house, Anakin's mom not happy to see Anakin go, but gives him the decision, and Anakin says he wants to go. Yeah, it's a very sad scene with him leaving, and he promises he'll come back and free her, which ends up being true. I guess I won't spoil it. We'll save it.
Well, it's very sad watching
episodes.
That scene, knowing what's gonna happen.
It is.
In the next movie.
It is, and I think, like we talked about, it's kind of the only way we remember watching these movies, because somehow we were young enough when we first watched them to understand them, but not, remember watching them for the first time to, have the big shock moments happen.
Right, yeah.
So it's just, from our memory, when we remember them, we fucking knew what was going to happen.
Yes.
Which is too bad.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Yeah,
it'd be cool to watch them not knowing what was gonna
actually
happen.
We probably just watched the original trilogy first.
Well, yeah, definitely.
So
but I definitely also watched the prequels when I was very young.
But you would know what was gonna happen from the original trilogy when you're watching the prequels.
Yeah.
You should, if because it was the poster. That was a big thing, which I guess I can talk about right now too. Is the fact that the first poster released for the movie was the big Anakin Skywalker poster with the shadow. You know what I'm talking about? Like the shadow of Darth Vader.
Maybe? I'm not sure.
I'm going for another picture here that I'll put up.
Okay.
It's basically a picture of Anakin and the shadow of Darth Vader on a wall right next to him. You can see it there. It's a little bit zoomed out.
Oh, but, yeah.
Yeah, and so anybody who didn't see Star Wars, if you wanted to flip it around, because people didn't know this was episode 1. You didn't really have the choice because of the marketing for it. People knew that this little kid was going to be Anakin Skywalker. And it was probably a lot of the reason that it got so much hate, too. Because so many people were sitting there watching, how is he going to become the Vader that we know? And they didn't get what they wanted.
Right. And I mean, obviously, from the name, you know.
Yeah.
That's another obvious point.
Yeah, 100%.
Of that, if you've seen the original, and then you go and see, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, you would know. It's just the opportunity for people to not know was not even present because of the marketing. So
right,
it's just
right.
It's unfortunate, and that's why I want to find somebody who can do that for. Because that would be a cool way to watch.
who's like never seen or heard anything
Yeah.
about Star Wars.
But if even if they just heard about Darth Vader, it would hit enough for them when that kid becomes Darth Vader to watch it like nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be really interesting. I have a friend who could do it, but he won't take my movie recommendations.
What a shame.
One day. But yeah, Anakin goes off, and as they're getting on the ship to leave, Darth Maul attacks.
Yeah.
We were introduced to him a little bit earlier on a hologram with Darth Sidious. But
he's so scary.
He's very
I kept saying
scary.
that every time he came on screen.
He's very scary. It was Ray Park, so I should have said that with more confidence. He is an amazing performance. I forget what he was like some sort of acrobat or something like that. Like he's unbelievable. He can flip and jump, do all these movements with his body. There's no body double for him. It's just Ray Park doing his fucking
so
thing.
crazy.
And Darth Maul too. He only blinks 3 times throughout the film.
Wow.
It's mostly because the contact lenses that Ray Park wore made it difficult to blink. And Park liked the idea of a villain who never stops staring.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
But him and Qui-Gon battle it out as Anakin's getting onto the ship. Not you yet, buddy. As Anakin's getting onto the ship, and Obi-Wan tells him to fly low, so Qui-Gon can do this great force jump onto the ship.
Just very easily.
Yeah, and they get out of there easily.
Yeah.
This is where I'm going to mention Ewan McGregor and Qui-Gon Jinn fact. Ewan McGregor once stated that before filming began, he and Liam Neeson were taken to a private room where 2 Lucasfilm employees approached them with a long, locked wooden box. When opened, they saw 20 various lightsaber hilts that they were being allowed to choose to be their character's official weapon for the movie. The unique hilts wielded by Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan in this duel, gleaming under the Tatooine.
That's so cool.
Right?
Yeah.
So they literally made him build their like pretty much like the Jedi do. Pick the.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's special, man, very special, and you would feel it at that point. Both of them saw those movies in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Obi-Wan was a little kid watching those movies, so getting to have that moment was probably just unlike anything else. But they get off of Tatooine, and they get to Coruscant, and Coruscant's kind of a mess. We meet Chancellor Palpatine, who is not creepy fellow at all. He definitely, after meeting him, he definitely doesn't say any weird lines to Anakin.
He seems really normal and chill, and like nothing wrong is going on with him.
Nothing at all. He's complaining about Chancellor Valorum almost immediately, and there's just a bunch of politics going on. Essentially, there's a lot of people standing up to the current Chancellor, and they want to denounce him.
Yeah.
And if they get Amidala's backing, he'll step down, and somebody else will be elected. What they don't know is that somebody else is going to be elected is Chancellor Palpatine.
Right.
So
that's his plan.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I believe, do we end up going to the Senate? We get to see, I guess I'll talk about Coruscant. Coruscant looks terrible during the day. During the day, it looks terrible. During the night, it looks great, though. First, during the day, it's a plastic fest. It doesn't look as bad as One Shot that I'll mention that we both reacted to a little bit. But the CGI.
The one where you said yuck?
Yuck. The CGI in this one is not quite yuck. It's more like ew. It just doesn't, it looks like a toy or something. Like it just doesn't, it's so plasticky that I there's nothing else that I want to do but look away from the screen. And just wish that it was made 10 years later where CGI could actually, look really, really good. And it's a tough argument for me to make because, not many people want George to wait longer to make Star Wars movies, but I think in this situation, like one aspect of the movie, he would have really, really benefited.
Right, for sure.
Yeah. You getting tired there?
So sorry.
It's been a long day, man. Easter dinner, movie, podcast.
Yeah.
There's a few more scenes between Padme and Anakin as Anakin is going off to talk to the Jedi Council and Padme has to go talk to the Senate.
Yeah.
But Padme goes to the Senate with Palpatine and eventually sees what Palpatine is saying is true and calls for a vote of no confidence in Chancellor Valorum. And yeah, that messes some things up. But afterwards, she also tells Palpatine that she's going to go back to Naboo.
Yeah.
And yeah, go there with her people pretty much.
And Natalie Portman just has some like great acting
She does.
throughout that.
She's fantastic, and it's also very impressive how Natalie Portman and Keira Knightley, who play the same role, can deliver lines almost the same.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, really impressive.
Yeah, Natalie Portman, she almost plays two different roles in this. Amidala is so different than Padme.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Absolutely.
It's really, really impressive.
Like, even, like, different voices.
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
Yeah, very different voices. Her script's definitely written really, really different for the two.
Yeah, absolutely.
But while all that's going down, we get to see the Jedi Council, which is so great. You haven't watched the Clone Wars, but seeing all these people I know from the Clone Wars, all these Jedi sitting around is so awesome. You also get Yoda and Mace Windu, the ones who actually get focused. Qui-Gon's talking to him first, and they don't want, even though Anakin's passed some tests, his future is very, very clouded, Yoda says. They don't want him to be trained. Qui-Gon is really going out on a limb and basically wants to train him himself. Obi-Wan, who's his Padawan, is good enough to face the trials and become a Jedi Master. And it's just, or Jedi Knight or something. Yeah, Jedi Knight.
Yeah, also, I must say, like, the test that was happening that we saw a little part of was just, naming pictures.
Pretty much. You want to give it a try?
What do you mean?
You want to give it a try, the name the pictures test?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up a picture. I'm gonna pull up 3 different pictures.
Okay.
And you're gonna try to name them. Okay. They're gonna be simple inanimate objects. Okay, because I gotta give you a little bit of his were pretty simple inanimate objects.
Yeah, a lot of ships.
Right. Okay. I'm just gonna get the actual pictures up. So we're not cheating this whatsoever. This is where we wish we had the video. I'll still get the pictures up probably. What did I say? 3.
3.
Okay. Or actually, we'll go with this. This is a lot of pressure on you right now because you're just saying how easy those were for Anakin. This isn't enough. A Jedi, anybody could do this. All right, here we go. First object.
A cup.
Nope.
Fuck.
All right. You lost that one. That was a banana.
Damn it.
Second one.
An apple.
Nope. We're done with the fruit. It was a car this time.
Fuck.
The third one. Here we go. Big one.
A ship?
Nope.
Damn
a ball.
Damn it.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know, Mara. I'm not a Jedi, so I don't think I could do that either.
That's not as easy as I thought.
No, it is still like a low level test for the big test. Be like, can you be a Jedi? Let's see if you can just sense a couple pictures. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Of things that wouldn't it feels like that wouldn't matter. Why would you need to know what be able to sense a picture of a cup? You know what I know it's a low level test, but it seems like for the Jedi that have something a little more extreme.
I agree. And I think that's explored in some different ways in Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Right. I've been talking your ear off about Star Wars: The Clone Wars, though, so I know. Shut up now. That's very terrible.
I'll watch them eventually, I promise.
Anakin doesn't work out, but the 3 of them, for whatever reason, get an assignment, and they have to go protect Padme going to Naboo and help out with everybody and stop all this chaos. Because everybody's just they're looking at Qui-Gon here, and they're like, dude, we are in the middle of this crazy blockage from the Trade Federation, and we have problems in the Senate. We have too many things to worry about. To discuss this kid right now. Okay,
right.
Yoda's Skywalker's fate will be decided later, or something like that. And thank God, because there's not enough to do. But we end up going back to Naboo.
Yeah.
And the initial plan is we need Jar Jar's help, unfortunately, which is so sad.
Yeah.
I will say before we go back to Naboo, a bullet point that I have here is in the Galactic Senate scene when Amidala is asking for a vote of no confidence and the whole Senate are on their feet shouting. In the lower left corner, you can see several members of the ET species. I pointed them out to you.
Yeah, insane.
There's also Wookiees there and so many other just types of characters. I don't think there's any from different movies, but Spielberg and Lucas were really, really good friends at that point.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty cool thing there.
So cool.
We'll also say something about Palpatine here. Ian McDermott was surprised when George Lucas approached him 16 years after Return of the Jedi, 16 years, to reprise the role of Palpatine, as it is assumed that a younger actor would play the part in the prequels. He initially was told by Lucas that he would play a senator, and he found out he was Palpatine when he arrived on set.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
So cool, right? You think you're coming off for a low-level role, and you're like, no, you're getting your fucking role.
Insane.
It's awesome.
Crazy move.
But they go to Naboo, and they have some good plans to work with the Gungans. Jar Jar goes in, doesn't do much convincing. Padme reveals herself as not Keira Knightley, because the stand-in was in for the Amidala persona. So Padme steps up and talks to the Gungan leader, and the Gungans decide to step up, unite the people to fight back against everybody. And yeah, I believe he said something like, "Yusa no thinking Yusa greater than the Gungans. Now we saw help."
Wow. That was really good.
No, it wasn't. Be honest. That's terrible.
No, I liked it. It was good.
He also promotes Jar Jar as a general. Very, very exciting to go fight.
Crazy. Why?
Yeah. Well, you'll see later. He has unbelievable luck. That's his only thing. So, in order to take him out, they need to go capture Newt Gunray, who's the head of the Trade Federation. He's in the throne room where Amidala used to reside.
Right.
So Amidala and all of her guards, as well as the Jedi and Anakin, are about to break in there and take Newt Gunray hostage, essentially.
Yeah.
Fun situation.
All accurate. I have nothing to say about that.
Very fun situation. Basically, yeah. I mean, they're fighting a bunch of droids and things like that, and whatever the droids are called with the force field around them.
Right.
Trying to get their way to what's his name, Newt Gunray. And while all that's happening, there's also the Gungans who are starting a war with all their orbs that they throw in force fields with a bunch of droids. And at this moment, we also see Darth Maul revealed with his double lightsaber that he's going to take on Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. And the music starts for Duel of the Fates, which starts the best part of this movie.
Absolutely. But it's just like, the next while is just cutting between all of those scenes, kind of seeing different parts. Jar Jar just fucking around, like, whatever he's
It's so bad. Jar
doing.
Let me just... Jar Jar does not have a single moment of redemption for his character. He's just clumsy until the end. And even when he's in the situation as a general having to fight, he's just fucking around, getting stuck in things and, like, falling over, but killing so many droids effortlessly at the same time.
Yeah.
Anything that he tries to do doesn't work, but ends up working to his perfection, and it actually affects stuff in the war, which is so stupid, man. It's straight out of, like, a kid's show. It's straight out of a kid's show.
Yeah.
It's better... Kids Star Wars shows know how to do stuff like they're not this stupid, you know, in bigger moments like this. Like, there should be a war here. You know, this is not give us another cool Gungan character doing good stuff rather than watching Jar Jar just bumbling around the battlefield the whole time.
Yeah.
You know,
it's rough.
The action in the other places isn't that good too. It's just, I mean, droid battling with shooting back and forth with really cool sets on Naboo, which is good. The real substance though is the lightsaber battle.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll mention here, apparently Nathan Hamill, Mark Hamill's son, portrays a law clerk in Naboo, identified as Retul Minnow.
Huh.
He would later appear in Star Wars The Last Jedi as a Resistance member named Sale Minnow, implying that he's a descendant of the previous character.
Interesting.
It's kind of cool.
That's fun.
But yeah, it's just a crazy battle of land, city, and space, actually. They're also fighting up in the air. There's a whole bunch of Naboo. You know, they're going at it everywhere. It's all-out war.
Yeah.
I don't really remember how it goes inside the capital, where Viceroy eventually gets captured.
Yeah, there's...
But while all that's going down and they're getting to him, Anakin gets stuck in a starfighter.
Yeah.
So I guess we could talk about that. He takes some people out, but the autopilot's stuck on, so he gets flown up into the air where the space battle's going on. So he has a whole separate battle going on up there, where he just gets the autopilot turned off and is flying around, blowing up stuff, just doing his best, pod race.
Right.
Outside of the atmosphere.
Yes.
Which is just insane.
With, of course, R2D2.
With R2D2 at his back end, which it will be for a while.
Yes.
That relationship means even more with the Clone Wars too. You wouldn't believe. Oh my god.
I'm sure.
It's there's a big reason why big reason why R2 never leads, never stays with the ship.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But eventually the Viceroy gets arrested and captured, and it's a very big moment. But while all this is happening, the Duel of the Fates is obviously going down. This is where we want to give the real focus.
Where we're locking it.
Yep. So before we get into it, I guess I'll just wrap up the other two that we're crossing into. We get the Viceroy, and up in space, Anakin gets inside and blows up everything from the inside on accident, and all the people around him are just like, we didn't fucking blow it up, somebody else did, and we know it's Anakin, so it's great.
Yes,
it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, because it's like first of like many of that happening. You know what I mean?
And it says so much about Anakin's character because he's just so unbiased unaffected. Like, he's having so much fun. It's just crazy. But all that happens and Duel of the Fates is going on. It's a labyrinth of catwalks, pulsing red laser gates. They're fighting. It's Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon just going at Darth Maul. The duel is underscored by John Williams' Duel of the Fates, which is almost everybody knows the song. It's fantastic.
Of course.
Maul's acrobatic spins and dual blades clashing with the Jedi's synchronized strikes, their blades casting green, blue, and red sparks across the chamber's stark architecture. The choreography with kendo fencing and martial arts, all kinds of stuff that they combined. Unparalleled combat artistry, which is very, very true. There's a moment where the laser gates are cycling. There's these red laser gates that are closing off in this large hallway.
Yes.
And Obi-Wan's stuck pretty far behind. Qui-Gon and Maul are right next to each other, and one goes up between Qui-Gon and Maul. And Darth Maul sits there with a menacing look on his face, ready to fight. And Qui-Gon turns his lightsaber off, gets down in a comfortable position, and starts meditating.
Yes.
Which, you love that moment.
It's so iconic. It's so good. It's like the best.
It really is.
Because it's like Darth Maul is just kind of like pacing back and forth, and Obi-Wan's like pissed off very clearly.
Obi-Wan is too.
And he's just has his eyes closed.
Yep.
Just meditating.
All the way up until the laser gates fly open.
Yeah.
He launches into battle. Obi-Wan runs down the hallway trying to catch up to the two, but the laser gates go a little bit too quick, so it's Qui-Gon, Maul, one-on-one.
I know, didn't run fast enough.
They're going at each other, just back and forth. A great battle.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Qui-Gon goes for like an over-the-top swing on him. Maul pushes the center of his two blades into Qui-Gon's hands and then stabs him right on the chest. Yeah. Obi-Wan screams out, "No!"
So sad.
And it's just such a sad moment.
Yeah.
Such a sad moment.
Because Obi-Wan's just stuck there watching it. Just
his master going
and
down. And
can't do anything. He's just stuck.
And this Jedi is the one that we've been probably aligned the most with throughout the movie too. So this is like main character death for us.
Yes.
One movie is well done. Liam Neeson, great casting for it too.
Absolutely.
Great casting for it. Obi-Wan, the gates finally open. Obi-Wan goes out, and there's a great fight between Obi-Wan and Maul. Obi-Wan gets pushed down into a pit almost, and his lightsaber's falling off. He's hanging on by his hands, and he sees Qui-Gon's lightsaber, so he uses the Force, pulls himself up, flips over Maul, and although Maul probably should have just fucking killed him right as he was trying to flip over him, he had the high ground. He had the fucking high ground. But he stabs Darth Maul, not even slices Darth Maul in half.
Yes.
And Maul falls all the way down.
Yeah. I do think it's important to, like, in the start of when he comes out, when the red things, like, go up and he comes out, like he's fighting, he's super angry, and it's not until he's like hanging there for a second and like calms down is he like able
Wow,
to
that's a
win the
good point.
fight.
That's a good point. He fought with a lot of anger. You're
Right.
right. Just using the dark side a little bit because his master did just that. And when you're,
Mhm.
dude, great shot. That's a good thing to point out. You're totally right.
Yeah, it's
Calmed
just so
it down.
well done
You can
that
see
way.
his moment of just like stillness too, right before
Right.
the lightsaber starts moving.
Mhm.
That's it. Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
I'll mention here too that initially Royal Qui-Gon wasn't going to exist. You know.
Oh.
So to have, I think Obi-Wan was going to be more Qui-Gon's role and not die. But way better with Qui-Gon.
Absolutely.
Way better with Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is also a follow-up from an earlier bullet point where lightsaber combat was supposed to be a mix of every fighting style in history. It's a quote from the documentary. This scene's breathtaking duel choreographed by Nick Gilliard to blend global martial traditions. Yeah, it's very distinct and different than the original trilogy because height of the Jedi at that time.
Yeah.
Also, during filming, Ewan McGregor made lightsaber noises as he dueled. Childlike vroom sounds mimicked during the sequences filming, and they like told him that it was edited it over, and he just like didn't care. He's having too much fun. There was one scene where after it, he can be overheard muttering as he's like playing with his sword. Do I want to be in Star Wars? Fuck yeah! It's funny.
That's so funny.
It's hilarious. Just great, Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
But yeah, very sad death.
So sad.
We end up getting moved pretty quickly to the somber funeral scene as Qui-Gon's body is wrecked in flames. Qui-Gon's last words to Obi-Wan was to train Anakin, so Obi-Wan is going to take that on no matter what the council thinks.
Yeah.
He talks to Yoda about it. He tells Anakin and just convinces Yoda. And Yoda, I don't know if he speaks for the... we think it's Yoda makes a decision for the council.
Right.
Because we don't think the council would like it at all.
Right. Especially Mace Windu.
Yep, especially Mace Windu. Especially Mace Windu. But shortly after that funeral, like quick cuts, there's a celebration on Naboo, which is fantastic. just so fast.
Yes. Anakin has different hair now.
Anakin has different hair. He's got his Jedi
yeah.
uni on. Everybody's celebrating. Palpatine's happy because he's now Chancellor.
Mm-hmm.
And everything's just great. John Williams' score is swelling. And it's just a really, really nice moment seeing everybody there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that is where we have our movie.
Yeah.
Real quick here at the end, nice little bullet point. I want to say that Natalie Portman, she missed the premiere party in New York City because she had to go home to study for her high school final exams. Those are college exams, not high school. That's wrong because she was taking. I thought it was college. Maybe it was just high school.
It might have been because I looked it up and
right.
she was 18.
So she was taking high school classes at the time, and so there's so many pictures of her on set reading and doing work.
Oh, that's
it's crazy, yeah. Yeah, that's our entire story right there. We've done it.
Wow. Crazy. Now it's time to jump into the character category.
Heck yeah.
I feel like it's difficult when it's a trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot more actually, and a lot more character development through the originals, of course. But it's like this is so much setup for a lot of the characters. Just kind of getting down the base level of kind of what they're doing, what they believe, other than like really Anakin because he's young, but still kind of getting that.
Yeah, 100%.
From him. So it's hard, like, just all of the characters, except for, like, Qui-Gon, haven't, like, reached their full potential within the trilogy of the prequels, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know, I just think it's not, it's not easy to be able to judge these characters
Right.
within this movie, especially when we've seen all of the movies.
Definitely, I think there's an argument to be made that you shouldn't even try because
Right.
they do set up, but I think for the purpose of just this episode, we should try to isolate it to just this movie.
Yeah.
They weren't intended for that, so there's
Right,
some
exactly.
characters that are overwhelmingly better than others because they are intended for just this movie, obviously.
Right.
I will say, I think that Obi-Wan Kenobi is so freaking well done, and just so many, like, there's a lot of pressure on these characters in the future. I'm also a big fan of Jake Lloyd's Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
And there's just,
me
like,
too.
it's really hard to get those characters right because we saw them when they're older,
Right.
and they really make sense. I can see, obviously, the thing about Anakin Skywalker is that it's so shocking that he went to the dark side, and that's why I like Jake Lloyd's performance.
Yeah.
I think the relationships between the characters are really well done. Like, I would have liked a little more with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, before Qui-Gon was just like, Obi-Wan's ready to be a Jedi Knight. I would have liked a few more scenes with them, but there were still some good moments.
Yeah.
The character relations were great. There weren't any, like, crazy arcs or anything like that. I guess Anakin's arc was, the biggest thing going on. Padme's arc a little bit. But nobody had any, like, crazy development in this movie.
Right.
Yeah, Jar Jar Binks sucked. No.
Yes,
and a lot of the other, like, smaller characters were pretty good though. Watto and Newt Gunray and everybody, I didn't mind.
Yeah, I just think it's very hard to judge just these characters at this point, because it was just very much like a setup for the rest of them. Like, it wasn't made to isolate these characters to this movie. But I would say, obviously, I think Qui-Gon is, like, one of the best done characters, because that is his start and his end is within that movie, so that makes sense. Yeah, like, I don't know, we don't necessarily, within, like, Padme, we don't see a lot of, like, development with her. It's rather we're just kind of seeing what she stands for and kind of, like, her thoughts at that time. Like, we don't really see, like, a growth with her at all.
It's just, like, her willingness to, I guess her willingness to kind of speak up is always there.
Yeah.
She likes to be there. It's just, like, her big moment is when she reveals the decoy that she uses.
Yeah.
Which isn't that big of a moment.
Right, because they're doing so many
development.
Shots through that are making that, like, so obvious. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think overall, I like how Anakin was done. For sure, because it's like you could see he's just, like, a nice and sweet, but you can see some of those things within, like, fear that ends up turning him to the dark side. Spoiler alert, I guess.
If you haven't seen Star Wars.
But, like, you could see a little bit with his mom, which ends up being, like, one of the first time he kind of goes batshit.
True.
So I just think
his mom's a good character too.
Yeah, except for kind of, like, switch up.
Her switch up's a little weird. Without Jar Jar, this movie had, like, all really good characters. Like,
yeah.
I think a lot of the characters were meant for world building as well, and they did good jobs. Like, I don't love the Gungan leader, but, like, he did a good job to push forward that Gungan story, so I was fine with it.
It's just, like, a different formula for a good character in just, like, a standalone movie versus, like, a trilogy or something like that. You know what I mean? But I think overall, I would agree that the characters are well done, other than Jar Jar, obviously.
100%.
Best character? Worst character?
You want to go first?
Yeah. I'm going to go best character. I'm sure you can guess it.
Yep.
It's going to be Qui-Gon.
It's going to be hard to pick different. That's definitely mine, too.
Of course. That's why I'm stealing it first.
Smart.
Your best character?
Wow, no, just, you said enough on Qui-Gon, yeah.
I mean, I feel like I've said so much throughout it. He's so well done.
Besides Qui-Gon, I guess, I mean, just because Padme's big moment isn't as big of a moment as this character's, I'm going with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay.
He's just a great Padawan. I like when he said, when Qui-Gon says he can be a Jedi Knight, he's not overly cocky about it. You know, he obviously what grows up into being. It's so great, but he's so likable the whole time. And his rage when Qui-Gon dies is really understandable. You know, and there's a lot of stuff that Jedi do in this movie that aren't exactly understandable. So, yeah, he's just a really good kind of narrator while he's on the ship too, like not in Mos Espa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Kenobi for me.
Okay, do you want to steal the worst character?
Sure, I'll steal the worst character. It's Jar Jar Binks without a doubt. He never has a single moment of redemption. He's just stupid the whole way through. And his jokes get old the whole time. And his jokes are all just based on him being a clumsy Gungan. You know, it's just the way that he talks, Misa and all that stuff, and falling into shit and breaking stuff. And it is so annoying to watch, and there's way too much screen time he's given, and then they kill it. They just kill it in the next movie. It's gone.
Yeah.
Thank God. They listen.
Now I need to think about what I think
Worst character.
is the worst. Because it's obviously Jar Jar. But other than that... I don't... That's the thing, is, like, I like most of the characters in this, other than Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Do you have any ideas of characters you don't like?
I can't give you your worst character.
Well, I need help. I'm trying to think. There's no one that's, like...
You go for smaller parts.
Maybe, like, the Gungan, like, leader guy, I would say. Because, again, the same with Jar. Just... The way that's done is just, like, not well and kind of annoying.
We just Gungan
and just
hate
rough.
over here, dude. We do not. We hate the Gungans.
Absolutely. Now... I feel like I don't have much to say about that, except it's the same.
Yeah, no, I don't buy it. Yeah, it's the same type of jokes, the same type of stuff. At least he has actual redemption. Like, he becomes a competent leader at the end.
Yes. Yeah. So slightly better than Jar Jar, I would say. Yeah. Best scene, worst scene? Thoughts?
You want to go worst scene first?
Sure.
Worst scene is Jar Jar on the battlefield.
Yeah.
That is the worst scene for me.
Yeah.
It is just so hard to watch, and I get angry watching it every time. It just, like, makes that war scene so much less fun to watch.
Yeah.
And, like, it feels like the stakes are so much lower because you just know he's not going to die.
Right. It's annoying.
Yeah.
I would say, again, I was going to say that, but let me think of another one. Worst scene would probably be... I don't have, like, a specific sort of scene, but, like, a lot of, like, the filler stuff that's happening on Tatooine.
Yeah. Do you have any, like, little storylines or anything? Yeah.
It's just, like, Jar Jar fucking around and getting in trouble with that one guy is so stupid.
Is Jar Jar, yeah.
Like, just different things that are just, like, very much, like, we could have cut this and this isn't that important.
Yeah.
Of them just kind of, like, walking around and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I can't necessarily think of it, like, specifically, but, like, all of those, because it's just kind of, like, small parts at a time. But it's like, we could have combined those and made this scene a lot shorter.
100%.
For sure.
It's a good one. You want to take best?
Yeah, I think you know, the best scene is going to be for me. It is, of course, in the fight, Qui-Gon, Darth Maul. The things go up. He gets on his knees, closes his eyes, and he meditates till the moment they open. And I know we just explained that scene, but it's so good. And just like, because you have, like, the three different, like, the entirety of that, I would say.
Yeah.
But specifically, that moment is the best out of the entirety of that scene, if that makes sense.
Agreed. Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. What were you saying about the three people again? Sorry.
We have, like, the three people. It's Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and Darth Maul, and they all are just, like, completely different in what they're doing while they are stuck.
Yeah.
Like, Darth Maul's, like, angrily pacing. Qui-Gon's meditating. Obi-Wan's, like, freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, just staring at.
Yeah.
Mad.
So I think it's so cool. I also just love, and I said this to you when we were watching it, just like since it's three different lightsaber colors, it just looks so pretty and cool when they're all
Yeah,
fighting
it
together
does.
with all of the colors.
And the fighting is just so fun, man.
Is
The
that are there
fighting
only three
style.
lightsaber? Well, I guess Mace Windu is
Mace
purple.
Windu, there's a couple more. Ahsoka's white. That's a pretty cool one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's orange now.
It's kind of lame.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, but
There's a dark
the
saber.
three main
Yeah.
lightsaber colors.
Best scene for me. It's a little hard to choose. Everything else is kind of on the same level for me. Like a lot of it, I'm probably gonna go with Qui-Gon talking to the Jedi Council on his own for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That one's really good just because first time seeing Yoda. That's very exciting, and it just says a lot about Qui-Gon's character.
Mm-hmm.
The way he goes about everything is just so fun to watch. But I like seeing him in front of the council,
Yes.
because he almost just seems better than them, which
Right.
is needed for this movie and for where it goes with the Jedi.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that would be mine.
Yeah, and kind of like leads into Obi-Wan's kind of defiance with the council.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of see
100%.
why that's happening is
Exactly.
after Qui-Gon is
and
also
Qui-Gon's
like
master
that.
was Count Dooku.
Yeah.
So it's interesting how a little bit of the dark side can sometimes make a Jedi better.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Knowing the dark side can make, not using it, knowing it.
Right.
What's up next?
Do you have more hidden gems, or did you? Okay, yeah, you have more.
Welcome to, if I can find the ring button, Geo's Hidden Gems. It worked last
Great.
time. These are technical cinematography, just all this stuff that I find cool in the movie. I mentioned them throughout the script, but a few more that I found. Padre Seekers was inspired by Ben-Hur. I don't know why either of us have seen, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This was like a pioneer in digital video, and it also had 2,000 VFX shots. Almost every shot had some sort of VFX in it.
Wow.
Revolutionizing 1999 filmmaking.
Damn.
60 terabytes of data storage.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's 100 gigabytes, I think, for a terabyte.
Damn.
So yeah, we just thought, 60 terabytes of storage.
That's crazy.
Insane. On the podcast camera rigs, there's the 360 camera rig. Coruscant cityscape shots used miniature models as well at some points. I guarantee those in the nighttime scenes. I talked about daytime with Coruscant. Nighttime was great.
Yeah.
And I think it would look, because it looked like definitely could have been models. It was beautiful.
Absolutely.
Sunset, Coruscant. Love to be there.
Yes.
Well, that's the vacation spot, at least now. John Williams recorded Anakin's theme with an orchestra in 6 days. Introduced his tragic motif, hinting at his arc with the subtle Imperial March echoes in it, which is really, really cool.
So good.
Also, the Gungan's battle percussion uses taiko drums to invoke primal energy. Color grading gave Coruscant cool blues, Tatooine's warm yellows. Naboo's golden hues were enhanced post-production to mimic Renaissance paintings.
Oh, wow.
You can kind of see that.
Yeah, that's cool.
George Lucas initially planned a major plot twist, which was the names of Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan were initially reversed. So at the end of the film, following the death of Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon would have assumed the name of his master.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
Yeah, it kind of would have been cool. It would have reshaped the key dialogue.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that, but like it was supposed to be something cool. Yeah. They would have had to talk different around that. Fucking obviously. Over 3,000 kids were interviewed for Anakin Skywalker, narrowed down to 3 boys.
Wow.
Jake Lloyd was chosen after screen testing with Natalie Portman. Later, we also saw, I don't know if it was at that time or Attack of the Clones, I couldn't figure it out, but Paul Walker and Leonardo DiCaprio were rumored for the role.
Oh.
Crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah. Darth Maul's black robes were inspired by samurai armor with 10 layers of fabric, which enhanced Ray Park's menacing silhouette.
Damn.
And Padme's handmade designs had fabrics to switch between royal and commoner looks instantly. Don't know how that works. The Jedi Temple was inspired by Gothic cathedrals, which you can see.
Yeah.
Kind of. Like, everything just
Yeah.
kind of like, I can totally see a cathedral.
Yeah.
Looks like the Vatican.
For sure.
Okay. Guess who reprised their role from the original trilogy? There's 4 of them.
What?
Yep. Who are the people who reprised their role from the original?
Yoda?
Yep. Frank Oz is Yoda. That's one.
Oh, and then like C-3PO.
3PO, Anthony Daniels. Yep.
Who else? Oh, R2-D2?
Kenny Baker. Yes.
I didn't realize that that's like a person.
Yeah, well, he used the model sometimes. It wasn't all him. They had like I said, they had 7 R2-D2s, but...
And...
Last one. Not a droid. Or a puppet. Talked about him earlier.
Who?
He was told his role right when he got to set.
Oh, Palpatine.
Ian McDermott is Palpatine. Yep.
Yes. You did. That's the one I should have fucking gotten.
Yeah, that's true. Apparently they used 20... What? I don't believe that. Filmed it, the Gungan City set used 20,000 gallons of water. 200,000 gallons of water to create Underwater Bubble City. Is that freaking true?
That does not seem real.
I mean, I can look that up right now.
I feel like... I don't know.
Yep. Wow. That much gallons of water. So there's combined visual effects. That's insane. That is insane.
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy.
I told you about Jar Jar Binks, how that is pretty much full CGI character, but there was also Ahmed Best who was in it. So there's a puppet on his head where they CGI'd over. And there's also a Rolling Stone article that said Michael Jackson campaigned for the role of Jar Jar Binks, but Lucas declined against casting him. Yeah, he said his star status would compromise the film. Can you imagine Michael Jackson playing that role?
What the fuck?
Water was inspired by The Godfather, apparently. The droid ship explosion, which I'm sure you could tell, used CGI and practical, layered to create a massive fireball, which is sick.
Yeah, very cool.
The pod race mixed jet engine roars and Formula One car recordings. It's pretty insane. Also, if you're wondering about the 2 boys who didn't get casted as Anakin Skywalker, they both ended up having good careers. So.
Aww.
Yeah, so it didn't derail.
That's nice.
I think I talked about Warwick Davis, who played... he also played Wada's assistant at one point, and the friend.
Ah.
So that was it. There's also... The 1998 teaser trailer, we should have mentioned this up top, was... had fans buy tickets just to watch it and then leave. So it reported 75% walkouts right after the trailer dropped. So people just buy tickets to a movie, watch the trailer, and leave. Whatever movie it was.
That's so crazy.
Insane. And that is the end of Geo's Hidden Gems.
Wow. So now we're right on to themes and messages.
Trusting the universe, trusting the Force.
Yes.
That says a massive message here. I also think... following the footsteps of the people you look up to, listening to the people you look up to, following your heart,
Yeah.
Anything I'm missing here? Also, is friendship.
Yeah, like not being scared to go against what other people, what's the crowd is doing.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Good on themes and messages.
Yeah, I would say so. I think it's pretty easy. Okay, I'm moving through some of these. Personal casting.
You're Padme Amidala.
Thank you.
Without a doubt. You play great Padme. You'd probably be a better Padme than Queen Amidala, I'll say. You play Padme better.
Yeah.
You do both really well, though.
I would say there's not a lot of options to give me.
No.
I would say you Obi-Wan, probably.
Dang, thank you.
I would say.
Thank you. I kind of look like Ewan McGregor. I wish.
Sure. That's funny. Negative and positive qualities.
Yeah. Positive or negative first?
Up to you, either one.
Positive qualities, I'm going to go through it for the performances.
Yeah.
I think that, although the script still isn't as good as it could be, it's not as bad as Attack of the Clones. And everybody in this movie, especially Liam Neeson, Obi-Wan, and Ewan McGregor, just knock it out of the freaking park.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's just because these roles are so iconic or because these people just really are that good at playing them, but I love it. I think little Anakin is great, like I said the whole episode, too. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
What about you?
I would say positive quality, and I'm going to use this up so I don't say this on the other Star Wars episodes, but it's the obvious one, is the music.
Yeah.
It's just so obviously
Good show.
John Williams, so incredibly done. But I'm saying that now, so I won't say it for the other one.
Yep, that's a good one. Very good one.
Negative?
Negative quality, I'm going to go with the CGI for me.
Yeah.
I think there's one shot that we didn't talk about, but it was during the Gungan War that just looked like the most cartoonish thing I've ever seen. It looked like it could have been taken from the Clone Wars easily. Just a shot, and it was just all like these floating guns, pretty much, that the I don't say the Republic, that the Trade Federation had.
Yeah.
And it just looks so bad. And there's so many other moments that took me out of the movie. Characters took me out of the movie. It just doesn't completely stand the test of time for me. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to go with... And there were some good ones. Like, it wasn't terribly done. But I'm going to say, like, a lot of the transitions, just, they could have been done, like, so much better. Like, there are a few really harsh transitions.
There really were.
But, like... And there were some good ones, but, like, overall, like, they could have been so much better.
Agreed. And they could have leveraged the music a lot more.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a good point. Two good, good ones. Sorry.
All right, do you have the critics' reviews?
I do. We'll start with the bad ones.
Okay.
From Adam Kempenar from Film Spotting. The dialogue isn't the issue, the acting isn't really the issue, nor is it any single annoying character. There's no sense of wonder, no yearning, no spirit. 2 out of 5.
I disagree.
Me too.
I think there's such a sense of wonder.
Yeah, I do. I think it's the combination of all the issues that he presented before. But there's also Allison Wilmore from Movie Line. The Phantom Menace in any number of dimensions is an exercise in disappointment. A film filled with enough callbacks to the first trilogy to remind you of what you loved about them without adding much of note and all new material. Rotten score.
No.
It definitely doesn't like it world builds like crazy.
Yeah.
Like that is what it is focused on. It's not focused on adding much as far as like real story substance. It's world building and a nice little political battle.
I would just say that when we try to compare the Phantom Menace to something, we need to compare it to A New Hope.
Yeah.
Because if you were to compare Phantom Menace to like Return of the Jedi or Empire Strikes Back, like it's way different just because those first movies have to do like so much background, a lot of world building, like all of that kind of stuff.
It's still hard to compare.
It's very much both like setup movies.
Yeah. It's still hard to compare.
Yeah.
Because A New Hope didn't have nearly as much, eyes on this one.
Yes.
Or as this one. Yeah, but it's just I understand people's contention with this movie. I do think it does have like it has something different that the other Star Wars movies don't have. And I think that's what people didn't like about this one is they were expecting a different feeling of what they felt from the old movies that they didn't get from this one, but we still love that feeling because it is our childhood. It is, really special to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then I have one more about review as well. This is Rick Holter from Dallas Morning Reviews. Sure, there's a great NASCAR-like pod race and a cool horn-studded professional wrestler type. But the only person who gets body slammed here is the viewer looking for a trace of magic that carried us away in the original trilogy. 2 out of 4.
Mm.
Again, I think these are just people who are so caught in the original trilogy that they can't appreciate this for what it is, you know?
Yeah.
And what it is not... well, I'll wait. The good reviews now. First off, we have the late, great Roger Ebert. Rest in peace. For the Chicago Sun-Times. There's a sense of discovery in scene after scene of The Phantom Menace. Fresh score. Roger Ebert liked this movie.
Yeah.
Sense of discovery is great. I think he has to be talking about the world building there. It's just, it creates a whole new version of Star Wars, which, like it, it's great. If you don't, it's bad.
Absolutely.
But it's different and it's new.
Yeah, and I think, like you were saying before, it's like, it's a lot of people that don't like, not necessarily just The Phantom Menace, but all of the prequels are people who very much cling on. And it's like, maybe this isn't for you, it's for the new generation, to bring another generation of people into Star Wars, and then they can watch the original. Like, I feel like that is what it's doing. So a lot of the people that are like, well, I watched Star Wars when I was growing up and I love it and I hate this and this and this. And it's like, well, I don't think it's for you, actually.
Agreed. And that it's probably how the sequels are going to get looked at, too.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
We also have Zan Brooks from Independent UK. So this is a bizarre Janus-like creature looking both back and forward, setting the scene for a story that it never quite gets around to telling. Still, that's Star Wars for you. An ongoing story with a narrative jigsaw, a phenomenon in portion. 3 out of 5. I think that's a good point on what we talked about quite a bit. This is a piece of the story.
Yeah.
It's a piece of the story, you know, and it's a long piece that doesn't get a ton done for the story, but it's important.
Right.
We also have David Stratton from SBS.com, it's the last one for good. Their breathtaking sets, creatures, robots, and spacecraft, as well as the fascination of meeting the ancestors of the characters we know so well a generation earlier. 3.5 out of 4.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Say. I'm just remembering something that I feel like we haven't mentioned much throughout this, but we mentioned a lot when we were watching the movie, is the costumes, specifically Amidala's costumes, are so, like, just amazing, and like I honestly should have done that for my
see her in the same costume twice.
Yeah.
The costumes are absolutely fantastic.
They're so good.
The Jedi robes are still very simple, but everywhere else too, the way they dress up all the crazy aliens and everything, the costumes on Tatooine, everything is so good. Hers.
It was. I was surprised to see that it wasn't nominated for an Oscar for best costume design.
Yeah,
like, that's crazy. To me, don't you think?
I didn't look that up, but that does seem a little bit surprising now. I think it. I don't know. I'd have to see who was out that year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. All right, are you ready for our ratings?
Yep.
Go ahead.
So, going into this, I thought I was going to hate a lot more than I did. After I got all my research done, I was really looking forward to see a lot of stuff. And I don't know if it's just the nostalgia and the combination of that, you know, just getting to know a lot more behind the scenes. But I really, really enjoyed my watch. You know, it's been long enough to where a lot of the good lines hit me. A lot of them I was struggling not to quote. And it was just good combination of nostalgia and good energy coming off screen. I think there were a lot of problems, which we discussed. Jar Jar Binks was a huge part of this.
Yeah.
And him being a big part of the story at the end is a problem. The memorable moments in this movie only happen in the last 30 minutes. And Qui-Gon Jinn stays really the only character that's that's well built for this movie and this movie alone. I think it's overhated. I'm going to set it at a 3.8 out of 5.
Holy shit. That's so high.
I got way up there, man.
Oh, I don't think mine's going to be that high.
I got way up there. I mean, I just think... I don't think there's really enough wrong. It's not, like, shockingly good. There's just not enough wrong with it to call it as bad as I thought it could.
I did not expect your rating to be higher than mine is going to be.
I mean, it's like, there's the politics aspect that I didn't just mention there, which I should. Like, it slows it down, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it's all based around world building, and it leads up to a really, really good fight. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's
Damn.
better.
That is so shocking. For my rating, I love this movie. I think it's so great. It's definitely on like my total ranking of Star Wars movies. It's pretty low on that scale, I would say. And when I'm giving this rating, I am taking into consideration what I would rate other Star Wars movies.
Me too.
Maybe I shouldn't, but like that's
part of being a Star Wars fan growing up, bro.
That's where my I would say my just knocked that over. My 5-star movie would be Empire Strikes Back, and probably also Return of the Jedi. So thinking on that scale of knowing the movies get better and I like those more, and just, I don't know, I do think I started liking it less after this one, because usually when I watch Phantom Menace, I'm watching Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith like right after that.
Yeah.
So a lot of the moments I was waiting for come in the next two movies. So for that reason, I'm going to give this movie a 3.3.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy to see where we landed. I went super high though, so I don't blame you.
Well, to say
I might have went a little bit too high.
I would put like Revenge. No, we're gonna do Revenge of the Sith. I'll say that then. I won't say what my rating for Revenge of the Sith would be, but I have to keep that in consideration.
Of course, and you kind of revealed it, so you might as well reveal our next two movies, which are very exciting.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much.
Well, didn't we say that's why we're doing this?
We didn't say yet.
Oh.
Well, I was trying to hold it, but.
Oh. That's my bad.
Dress it up, pitch it away, my friend.
Well, the next movie is Attack of the Clones.
God,
no.
You are doing this terribly.
Okay, next movie that we're watching, we're keeping with the theme. I'm just doing it like I'm pretending I didn't say it.
Yep.
Sticking to the theme of Star Wars, we can't watch The Phantom Menace without watching Attack of the Clones, and then eventually Revenge of the Sith in theaters when it is re-released.
In theaters. Attack of the Clones will be another FOF at home episode with hopefully working video. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
But yeah, we will be actually going to the theaters for Revenge of the Sith coming up here, which is going to be a whole different experience, whole different energy on the mics. So that'll be fun.
It'll be awesome for sure. Yeah. I forgot to do one more but I think we would both recommend this movie.
Oh yes, heavily. Right? I mean, I would recommend Star Wars to everybody. You have to watch it.
Yeah.
You know, you have to watch this one if you want to understand the entirety of Star Wars, and also, it's a good way to spend 2 hours. I'm not gonna it's just not a bad way to spend 2 hours, especially like for a first Star Wars movie. I really do think this would do well. It world builds well. I also didn't mention they stay a long time on Tatooine. Yeah. But I was enjoying Jake Lloyd's performance more than I thought I would. Like I liked watching the Padme. Sorry, I'm going off the rails here, but definitely watch it, please. Yeah, please
watch it. So with that, I'm Mara,
and I'm Gio.
And the ending line doesn't work at this moment in time.
No, it doesn't. But join us next time, just after. Opening weekend, kind of. Opening weekend.
Re-releasing weekend?
Re-releasing weekend. Because waiting to talk about movies is clearly not our thing.
Yes.
Hey, so this is Gio, just in the editing process, about to splice these two episodes together. Initially, we planned for these to be two separate episodes, so we didn't quite have a transition sentence or anything like that to go to the next one. I kind of took a long time getting these episodes out, so we ended up putting them together, and here's Attack of the Clones for you now, so cue the spotlight effect.
What's happening?
Oh, we're live right now. Yeah.
We just
the
clicked
mics are
out of
hot.
the tab, so I was so confused.
Well, I forgot to get my story up, but the mics are hot.
Okay, so I can go.
You're good to go whenever it pleases you.
Okay. Welcome back to a galaxy far, far away. Just kidding. We're in your local movie theater parking lot. Again, all jokes. Just kidding. We're at home. I think I should do this again.
No, I think we gotta roll with it, man. We have
Okay.
no choice.
I'm Mara,
And I'm Gio.
and we are fresh out the film.
You know, I feel like we should say that together at the end.
Okay.
Maybe let's just take that last part one more time. You ready?
We're gonna leave in all that other stuff and take the last part?
Just one more time. Even if I don't edit it, just for kicks, to practice.
Are you gonna keep it in?
Here, I'll start it then. And we are fresh out the...
Wait,
Okay.
it wouldn't make sense if you started it. I'm the one talking.
Alright, we're gonna move away from the intro.
Oh, that might be the worst intro.
Well, yeah, it started with you laughing at your own joke. But, like,
No,
much.
I couldn't. I don't know. I was confused by the words I was saying, and they were wrong on this, so then I started laughing.
Yeah, it was, it reminded me of an obnoxious laugh that we heard today in a certain film.
Who?
Don't you normally announce the film that we're watching today?
Yeah, when I do my break. Were you trying to segue to that?
Yeah, that was my attempt.
Oh, you had nothing else to say at the top?
Yeah, that was my attempt at it.
Well, I was going to update that we did move to a TV with better speakers.
Oh,
so
yes.
Unlike the Phantom Menace, we had the full experience.
We sure did. It was, actually, I guess a smaller screen, but I would prefer smaller screen, better audio quality for a Star Wars movie.
Yeah,
rather than large screen, bad audio. It makes a huge difference, especially in this movie, and I feel like I was just able to pick out the theme so much better. All the little sounds. It was much, much better than a couple days ago.
Absolutely. I would totally agree. But now I can move into it. Today we watched Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Written and directed, of course, by George Lucas. Starring Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, and Natalie Portman. The budget was the same as The Phantom Menace. $115 million. And do you know how much it made opening weekend?
Opening weekend. Phantom Menace spent 60 something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or with a little 78 million.
Close.
How much?
A little over 80 million.
Oof, very close.
Worldwide overall it made, where'd it go? Over 600 million.
Damn.
Absolutely
Jesus
crazy.
Christ, I need to stop leaning back in this chair. Oh my goodness. How did you do this last episode?
I don't know. I didn't have a problem with it, I don't think.
Well,
Anyway, it rated 2.9 out of 5 on Letterboxd, 6.6 out of 10 on IMDb, and 61% on Rotten Tomatoes. So IMDb and Letterboxd are pretty close to what Phantom Menace was, and Rotten Tomatoes is like 10% higher than Phantom Menace was.
that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I think the critics would like this movie just a little bit more.
For sure.
Actually, it depends. I mean, because this one is definitely more cohesive of a story.
Right.
Just like, I don't know, it felt better written.
Mm-hmm.
But the last one, it didn't have like the poor acting performances that we had, and it didn't have just a lot of the weird, like, I don't know. There's just so many dialogue exchanges, which I'm sure we'll get into, that just did not feel natural.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were really, really important conversations that led to things later and will lead to things.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting. Ready to go to the story?
Dive right into the story. All right, yeah. It's first off, obviously we got the with the Star Wars logo, and then we get the crawl, which is fantastic. What was it? You read the crawl this time. What was it talking about?
Don't ask me that. That was 2.5 hours ago.
Fair enough. The Galactic Republic is in turmoil, with a growing separatist movement led by the mysterious Count Dooku, threatens to fracture the Republic, with thousands of star systems aligning with the Confederacy and leaving the Republic. So that's kind of what it says. It's not obviously not close to word for word, but it's a mess in the galaxy right now. The Jedi are losing, while the Republic is losing grip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, completely.
Or it's in turmoil, as this says. And amid political chaos, Senator Amidala, formerly the Queen of Naboo, arrives on Coruscant to vote on a controversial proposal to create a Republic army to counter the Separatist threat. And I believe she does not want this. She doesn't want the army, right? Initially.
Right.
So she ends up kind of flipping on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, at least Jar Jar does for her, I guess.
Yeah.
See, but we'll get to that later.
Right.
And don't worry, there won't be nearly as much Jar Jar talk in this one as the last. So on her arrival, there's an assassination attempt, where Starship is bombed and kills her decoy. Rest in peace, Karen Knightley.
Was that still her?
It didn't fucking look like
that. I don't think it was her.
Well,
but it was her character. Like, it was
her
supposed
character.
to be
I mean,
her.
it should have been. I guess she just has different doubles.
Well, I guess. How old did? I think she was 14, and this was 4 years. So she could have been doing Pirates by that time.
Yeah, already.
Because she did Pirates, I think, started when she was 17.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Definitely could be right.
That is my assumption. Unless that is her, then fuck, I don't know.
I really don't. I mean, it didn't look like her. I didn't mention it. I was like, I feel like I thought about saying, yo, Karen Knightley's dead, but.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah, but
I wasn't sure if it was her.
looks a little different. Yeah, but her decoy's dead, unfortunately. Rest in peace. And the Jedi Council is tasked with protecting the Republic. They assign Jedi Knight Obi-Wan and his young Padawan Anakin Skywalker to safeguard her. This comes from Chancellor Palpatine's decision.
Yeah.
Which he's playing chess already at the beginning of this one.
Of course.
As always, as he continues to.
Mm-hmm.
Obi-Wan's now a seasoned Jedi, and Anakin's gifted but impulsive. He's 19 years old. And he's reuniting with Padme for the first time since he was 10 years old.
He's the age of you.
He is the age of me. It's, yeah, it's interesting. I would not kill... If I was killing Tusken Raiders, I at least wouldn't kill the women and the children. Maybe the children. I'm joking. I would definitely kill the children too.
Wasn't as funny the second time.
Try my best. Yep, Anakin's 19. Young age. He's impulsive. He does not. You can already tell he's doesn't like the fact that Obi-Wan is shadowing over him, and kind of. He'll make it a lot more clear later, but he doesn't like the fact that Obi-Wan speaks for him and it's not letting him do what he wants necessarily. Right. And Obi-Wan does, I'm not fully on Obi-Wan's side with how he treats him.
Yeah.
He leans a little too far into, degrading, devaluing him. I feel like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like a little bit of ageism.
Yeah, well, I feel like that could come from that he became Anakin's master at like a young age. Like he literally got out of being a Padawan into literally training him right away.
That's true. Very fast.
Yeah. So he might have not had the knowledge of like other Jedi masters.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I mean, he had what Qui-Gon taught him, obviously.
Right.
But there's also reasons to be overpaid because there's a lot of pressure knowing that this, at least Qui-Gon thinks this is the chosen one. So it's you want to make sure you stand within, especially knowing that how much doubt the Jedi Council had on him initially and how dark the cloud of his future was.
Right.
You wanna try to reel him in a little bit, I guess. But he's definitely a helicopter master.
Absolutely.
For sure. So Anakin and Padme reunite again, and Anakin's very, very confident and kind of speaks out a little bit, and Obi-Wan does not like that. He got a very disciplined demeanor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what?
Well, you were mocking.
Yeah.
Like you copied my yeah.
No, it was just like a transition. Yeah, I was looking back to the story. I wasn't really paying attention. I had to acknowledge your very nice insight. Then, yeah, with my own yeah.
Right, of course.
So yeah, Anakin and Obi-Wan are tasked with just watching Padme, and she goes to sleep, and they're watching over and kind of arguing about what they should do with her, trying to find her assailant or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just kind of bickering a little bit, having some good Jedi conversations, some important stuff. And as Padme's sleeping, there's these little centipedes that come through the window through this like drone, I guess. Right, the little centipedes.
I wouldn't call it a centipede.
They look like little centipedes. They're like long.
I would say they're more like slimy caterpillars.
They're like slimy caterpillars.
Centipedes are like so tiny. Aren't they like
it's
a
like
centimeter?
a large centipede / slimy caterpillar.
Sure.
That will eventually turn into a butterfly. If, when it got in the window and was attacking Padme, it didn't get sliced in half by Anakin and Obi-Wan, who came to save her.
Yes.
Which is very nice of them. There's this great moment that I really liked that I pointed out, but it felt like I was hyping up too much. Probably because I knew it was coming and I thought it was coming a second earlier. There's a lot of build up to a very small.
Well, thing. I knew exactly what you were referring to.
Oh, that's good at least. That's very good. It's basically they're just Anakin and Obi-Wan are having a conversation and they both realize that they both sense something at the same time. So it's just like you're having a conversation here back and forth. Hey, how are you, Mara?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was this?
Well, that's a weird response to hey, how are you? And then we both sense it at the same time, and it's very, very satisfying.
Right, they just turn their heads at the same time.
Yeah,
and stop the conversation.
But yeah, it's like a bomb went off or something, but nothing happens. It's so cool.
Absolutely, it's very, very cool.
But Obi-Wan springs into action after the assassination attempt, and both Anakin and Obi-Wan end up pursuing the assassin through Coruscant's neon-lit undercity. With what you pointed out, some very bad, like, road implications.
Oh, yeah, because, like, all of the ships that are, like, cars speeders. Within... All of, like, the speeders are, like... It's like a traffic pattern, but it's in the sky, and the city is below that. So any, like, crash that would happen, or if like something happens to your car, you just fall down and like kill people, or if things fall out of your car, or you like drop something.
Litter. If you
Yeah,
litter.
it just
Yeah, I
falls
know
onto
you're
the
a
people
big
underneath.
litterer. That's what you do. That's yeah.
Huh?
You love litter. Throwing stuff out of your car. God, man. I would hate to be
What?
standing under your car before I saw it. Hit in the face with a burger.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, man. You're not even defending yourself.
Well,
So,
you know, I don't drive, nor do I have a car.
hey, what you're still saying you're still not claiming you don't litter.
And I don't litter.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's just I needed to hear that. So yeah, Obi-Wan pretty much jumps out the window and he's hanging onto the drone that dropped the centipedes off, and Anakin grabbed a nice speeder and he's chasing after him. And it's just an epic scene, man. It's so fun to watch. There's so many things that are just like have the lowest chance of happening, like people falling and Anakin somehow finding Obi-Wan right before he hits the ground after he fell out, and like Anakin's lightsaber flying after he jumps onto the assailant's car. There's our ship speed or whatever we're fucking calling it. And then Obi-Wan, he catches it after the lightsaber comes, and just all this stuff that's just great. There's also some really great lines between Anakin and Obi-Wan when they're fighting together. It's so fun because they're just like quipping back and forth.
Yes, and then it like in return makes me really sad to know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be rough, man. And I don't know, not yet. I don't know that yet. Did we already announce it last episode? What's next?
I think I said it and you got mad at me.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I still am.
So much that you didn't remember.
Yeah, exactly. They finally track down the girl, and they kind of interrogate her to try and find out who's trying to kill Padme.
Yeah.
And she's about to say the name, that she gets hit with a poison dart, a Kaminoan poison dart.
And dies.
Yeah, and she dies.
And they don't get the name.
Nope.
Only that it's a bounty hunter. It's the only information they get. With no name.
That's true. And the dart, which thank God. But we also, at the very end, we see the back of Jango Fett, which is pretty cool. Obi-Wan takes the dart back to the Jedi Council and is tasked with going on a mission, like a little mystery. He's a Detective Kenobi on the case.
Yes.
And it's great. I love Detective Kenobi.
It's
so fun. He's just trying to figure out what the source of the attacks are, and he traces the Kaminoan saber dart to the planet Kamino, which is where there's something brewing there. Anakin is ordered to escort Padme back to Naboo for her safety, which is Padme advocates that's going to be the best spot.
Mm-hmm.
Which she's probably right.
Yeah.
Naboo?
Yeah.
No, he's going to look for her on her home planet. I don't know, man. That doesn't seem like the greatest spot.
Well, I mean, I think she's just, like, safer there because of, like, the other people on the planet. Don't you think?
I didn't see any other people at Lake Como. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, but just like in general, like no one in Naboo would be like after.
Oh yes. I guess that's a good point. And she like knows how to get around and like where to escape to.
Yeah.
She's got the Gungans on her side if she needs help. She can go underwater. Mm-hmm. You're right. It's not about planet to go to. It's also like hiding in plain sight,
Right.
But on Naboo, Anakin and Padme's bond deepens as they hide under the guise of refugees, apparently. Anakin struggles with his growing romantic feelings. He's torn between his Jedi oath, forbidding attachments, and his intense attraction to Padme. Somewhere in there, he talks about how Jedi are able to be compassionate, which means they can love, which is a little bit like, how do you love without attachment? How do you love somebody without attachment?
Yeah, and he says you could say the Jedi are encouraged to love. And it's like, I don't think that's what that means.
I think I said to you that's one interpretation. I don't agree. But it's got to be pretty hard for Padme because, they're in this beautiful place. She's got this very attractive man, and he's just talking, like, sweet talking her all the time, saying the most romantic stuff that sounds very awkward coming out of his mouth, I'm not going to lie.
Right.
I think it's because I've seen it so many times, too, because I know it's, like, I don't, like, need to fully invest in the dialogue. I'm just kind of, like receiving it,
Right.
It just sounds very, very weird at points.
Yeah.
Very, very weird. But their idyllic moments are by the lakes of Naboo are overshadowed by Anakin's increasing restlessness, fueled by vivid nightmares of his mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has those right after talking to Padme, where she pretty much turns him down. He confesses his love, and it's like, it's a whole bunch of very, very forward lines for sure. Like
Yeah.
something about how he can't breathe when he's not with it. Just all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's a mess, man.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean it is a little bit crazy, but he has those dreams as well, and it's not very exciting. So
Yeah.
he decides to go back to Tatooine to rescue his mother based on his dreams against Obi-Wan's wishes and everybody's wishes, really. Like the Queen's under attack. The Senator Amidala is under attack. Yeah, so we need to Senator. They hammered that down.
Yeah.
Senator Amidala. So yeah, they go to Tatooine, and upon arriving, Anakin seeks out his former owner, Watto, which is a very, very nice reunion there.
Well,
Watto's just hoping he doesn't get killed pretty much the whole time, trying to be like awkwardly nice, and Anakin's surprisingly nice to him. There's, I think, a comic or something like that where Anakin goes back and kills Watto when he's Vader.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
that would.
I'm surprised he didn't at least.
I mean, yeah, that would be kind of a justified kill for sure.
Kill all the sand people and then go and kill Watto.
Yeah.
Not a bad move. He sold Shmi, so why not?
Yeah.
Well, then you'd have to kill a lot more, probably, slave dealers.
Right.
There'd be like a trail of slave dealers to kill. It'd be a mess.
But I would say that it's okay to kill slave dealers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I probably would, given the opportunity.
I think I'll stand by that.
I'd say that's a fair statement. So he's talking to Watto, and Watto reveals that Shmi was freed by a moisture farmer named Klieg Lars, and she later married him as well. So he goes to the Lars homestead, and Anakin sees 3PO. The protocol droid is finished. Very, very happy. Good reunion. 3PO sees R2 again. Yay. Very exciting. He meets his stepbrother.
Yay.
I just don't care about 3PO and R2 at this point. I don't like. I like them, but they didn't do much in this movie. They're comic relief, especially 3PO.
Well, R2-D2 did save Padme's life.
True. He did. He also got the transmission, like he got everybody's attention once Kenobi sent the transmission to Tatooine and all this.
Yeah.
R2's always doing good.
Yeah.
3PO is just fucking around. Yeah, he meets Owen's stepbrother, Owen Lars, and Owen's girlfriend, Beru. Never heard of those two.
Wait, did you say Owen's stepbrother, Owen?
Did I? His Lars' stepbrother, Owen Lars, and Owen's girlfriend, Owen Lars. That's his last name, I guess. And Owen's girlfriend, Beru Whiteson.
Wait, isn't that his son?
Owen? It says his fucking stepbrother here. I don't know.
That's his son. It's Anakin's stepbrother.
Sorry, Anakin's stepbrother. Anakin's stepbrother. Yeah. A weird stepbrother, and you never really think about that, do you?
That what?
That Uncle Owen is Anakin's stepbrother.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I was just thinking it through for whatever reason. But Klieg, Lars delivers the devastating news that Shmi was abducted a month earlier by Tusken Raiders, and multiple rescue attempts have failed. So Anakin's desperate. He's very, very sad, and he ventures into the desert alone. It's just this dope-ass montage of him off on a speeder, and it looks so cool. And he's talking to Jawas, trying to find him. So he finds Shmi, and she's battered, tied up, and gets her down, and it's the first time they've seen each other since he left. And it's a very, very sad but happy moment. She says some very sad stuff. Like, oh, you're so handsome. And she tries to say, I love you. And right as she's in the middle of it, she dies.
Yeah.
Brutal death. Can't even say I love you. And just, heart-wrenching.
Sad.
Heart-wrenching. He is consumed by grief and rage, and Anakin unleashes his fury, slaughtering the entire Tusken camp. The men, the women, and the children, too. Sorry, hey, dude, you gotta keep it together. In a brutal act of vengeance. On Coruscant, Master Yoda senses a profound disturbance in the Force. I don't know what. And the ethereal voice of Qui-Gon Jinn cries out. Did you hear that? Did you hear Qui-Gon?
Yeah.
Anakin! No! No, it isn't. Stop saying it. You keep giving me credit on terrible impressions. It's going to make me think I can actually do that.
No, I liked it. It was good.
As the massacre unfolds, Anakin returns to Lars' homestead with Shmi's body, where you're laughing now, where a somber funeral is held. You're cracking up over there.
No,
This is a somber funeral.
You shouldn't have said Anakin like that when you were reading it.
Said Anakin like what?
Like Qui-Gon.
I don't know what you're talking
about.
Uh,
No, very, very sad.
Obviously, all this is foreshadowing his future as well for Anakin. This is just his first major. It's probably the tipping point for his journey down the dark side.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a sad moment.
Because in the funeral, he says stuff like, I'm not going to let this happen again, like something along those lines.
And he's talking to Padme after and stuff, discussing like how he's going to be the most powerful Jedi and how he killed the men, the women, and all of them, slaughtered them like animals. And Padme's just like, oh, poor guy, you'll get through it.
Yeah, she's not alarmed whatsoever.
No, not really. She's consumed by love as well.
I guess, but that's pretty crazy. Like, he killed a bunch of people.
I made the point that since she hasn't been to Tatooine many times, and the only thing she's heard about Tusken Raiders is what Lars said at the dinner table, where he's calling them animals and mindless and all that. So that might be why she sees them as animals.
Sorry.
God bless.
My sneezing side was by the mic.
Yeah, I guess so. You just purposely decided to sneeze directly into the mic.
Apologies. Well, fun. I can't. It feels awkward to sneeze the other way. Right? Don't you sneeze to one side?
I'll sneeze both ways. I like to sneeze up most of the time.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Just like sure. Well, it doesn't get on you, but it just lands on my forehead.
Well, it goes like up.
Yeah, and then down. It goes back down.
Right. Onto other people.
No, it goes down onto me.
Okay. Whatever.
Meanwhile, Obi-Wan, or should I call him Obi Sherlock, Obi Holmes, Sherloby, Sherwan Holmes? I don't know. His investigation leads him to Kamino, a storm-lashed ocean planet absent from the Jedi archives. Yeah, there's actually this really cool. He went to the like Jedi archives library thing, and he's just using his computer to look stuff up. And he was like, "Hey, there's supposed to be this planet," and there's a lady who's just like, "No, there's not. If that planet's not there, it doesn't exist." And he's just like, "Oh damn!" So he goes to Yoda, and Yoda's with all these Padawans.
The younglings.
The younglings. It's so great. Yoda's just chilling with all the younglings.
We're all gonna die.
Yes. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
And thank you for that morbid detail. But the younglings are like, Yoda makes it a whole lesson like, oh, Master Obi-Wan's lost the planet, has he? How embarrassing. And all this great, it's so sweet, man. They find out where Kamino is, and that's how Obi-Wan gets here.
Yeah.
But while he's there, he discovers, talks to the Kaminoans, who look very weird and actually pretty good for the CGI back then.
Yeah.
Discovers a secret clone army commissioned for the Republic by a deceased Jedi, Master Sifo-Dyas. I don't know if that picks up on the mic. It might.
Well, I don't. It's fine.
We'll edit it in.
Okay. What?
Never mind. I don't know.
What is going on?
This episode is off the rails.
This is not going well so far. It's the latest we've done an episode. I feel like we should say that.
Yeah, that's true. It is the latest we've done an episode. It's like 9 p.m. Or maybe, actually, I won't say that. It's just the latest we've done the episode.
Yeah,
so.
don't say the dot.
Yeah, no, it's just way too late. We're not dialed in. I don't know what to say.
But we're gonna push through.
Yes, and prevail and make this one of the greatest episodes of Fresh Out the Film ever.
Yeah. People
years from now will be listening to this episode. What do you have to say to the people from years from now?
I don't know.
God, man, come on! You have one shot to talk to the future, and that's what you do with it. That's
no,
terrible.
I have a thought, but I can't say.
Huh?
Never mind. I'll tell you later.
The hand motions aren't working for me.
Don't worry.
I think I'll say. Yeah, actually, fuck. I don't know. I was giving you shit too. I don't know. Go look up Gio Santilli on YouTube. It's a very. That's what I'll say to him. It's a very established channel now.
Yeah, and make sure to watch the In a Lonely Place video.
Yes.
And then go watch the movie In a Lonely Place.
Boom. Perfect. Because that movie's timeless.
Yes.
Like, we could be telling people this 100 years down the road and they'll still love this.
It could be getting better in time.
Yeah.
The farther it moves. Who knows?
Whoa! Wow. What a tease. What a tease. Alright.
Moving on.
The Kaminoans are led by Prime Minister Lama Su. They revealed that clones were modeled after bounty hunter Jango Fett, who resides on Kamino with his young son, Boba. So, Obi-Wan's suspicious of Jango's connection to Padme's assassination attempt, so he confronts him and goes into the room, has some tense dialogue, and it leads to a fierce battle with Kamino's torrential rain. It's a great battle. Very hand-on-hand combat-y.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, just it's...
It's raining.
Yeah, it's raining. The Mandalorian armor just looks so sick in the rain, too.
Yeah.
Just so sick. If that is Mandalorian armor, Mandalorian... I mean, it definitely is. It could be stolen.
Right.
I don't know if Boba is. Maybe I'm supposed to, but I don't know if he has Mandalorian history, or if he stole it off somebody. I think he stole it off somebody, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. You're welcome for that. So, after the battle, Jango escapes with Boba on the ship Slave 1, but Obi-Wan plants a homing beacon and tracks them to Geonosis, which is a rocky outer rim world. On Geonosis, Obi-Wan infiltrates a separatist stronghold and overhears a meeting between Count Dooku. Count Dooku. Count Dooku. A former Jedi Master turned Sith Lord, and leaders of the powerful commerce guilds are also there, including Newt Gunray of the Trade Federation from last movie. Hello there, Newt. Good to see. What a name that is, Newt. Hey, Newt.
Newt.
It's such a funny name. Can you imagine naming your kid that, and then telling him like you're named after this obscure Star Wars character named Newt Gunray?
Yeah, that's a pretty strange name.
Obi-Wan learns that the What? I'm trying to continue.
You started laughing.
No, I did not. You started. Play it back. We'll ask the audience again. Play
You
it back.
laugh first.
We'll see. Obi-Wan learns that separatists are amassing a massive droid army that Newt orchestrated Padme's assassination as a revenge for the Trade Federation's defeat at the Battle of Naboo a decade earlier. Before Obi-Wan can transmit his full report to the Jedi Council via Anakin and Padme's ship on Tatooine, he's ambushed by droidekas and captured. Bad things going down. Because Anakin and Padme and Tatooine, they got the message and were able to patch it through to the Jedi Order, who were all just standing around apparently waiting for this message to come through somehow. Which is kind of weird. They were just sitting there for like 6 days. They're like, Obi-Wan, go do our chores. We'll wait. And they were just hanging out in Chancellor Palpatine's office.
Crazy. Well, I mean, didn't Obi-Wan talk to them like pretty recently after he
on
left?
Camino. But then he had to go all the way from Camino to Geonosis and then infiltrate the place, listen to the...
You're so right. It was definitely a while.
They could have been waiting that long, but it's still like, God, guys, don't you have better things to do? The Jedi Order does a whole lot of sitting around.
They really do.
Not for long, though. Not for long. Because back on Coruscant, the Republic's political crisis is escalating. Senator Jar Jar Binks, acting as Naboo's representative in Padme's absence, is effortlessly manipulated into proposing that Supreme Chancellor Palpatine be granted emergency powers to deploy the newly discovered clone army. The Senate, very convenient, isn't it? How does nobody fucking catch on to that? The Senate, gripped by fear of the separatist threat, overwhelmingly approves, unaware of Palpatine's hidden agenda. As I'm not going to say that actually. We'll save the reveal that he's Lord Sidious for later. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
We'll see.
You can go ahead.
What?
You can go on Geonosis. Adme and Panakin. Anakin and Padme, determined to rescue Obi-Wan, arrive at a droid factory, but a lot of shit happens before they're quickly captured. They arrive at the droid factory, and then they have this whole crazy scene where they're like, they're on a conveyor belt with a bunch of droid making machines, and they're dodging and weaving, and 3PO and R2 are also there, and they're dodging and weaving. Well, 3PO gets broken. Yeah. You want to say
he's
that
not really.
part?
I was just gonna say he's not really dodging.
No, he didn't dodge nor weave.
Yeah.
He just got like split, and then it's
like
head put
immediately.
Onto the character. Yeah. Not a good look for old 3PO.
No.
And it's also, as I like to call him, CGI 3PO, which looked very bad at some points. CGI 3PO flying through the air.
Yeah. It's almost like that could be a part of his name.
It does. It definitely. There's probably a CGI 3PO out there. It's kind of a good name.
Yeah.
It's a good
if
name.
CGI didn't mean what it means.
Yeah, what the fuck does CGI mean? We should know that, the fact that we have a movie podcast.
I have no idea.
Do you have any guesses?
Cinematic. The camera.
Wow, it's actually really simple, and we probably should have thought of it. Computer generated imagery.
Oh.
It's like just a very general term. That's
I wouldn't have guessed that.
No? Awfully surprising.
Computer, what is it? Generated images?
Wait. Computer generated. Oh my god.
Okay, see?
Computer generated. It's not even there.
Well, you didn't fully.
Imaging. Computer generated.
Imagery.
No, that's not it. What the fuck? How did we? All right. Just listen to it this time. Imagery. It is imagery.
I was right.
Okay, we wouldn't have got that then. Why did I say we would have got it?
See, I'm right.
What does it stand for?
Computer generated imagery. I have it now.
Good job. I'm just taking a long drink.
Why can't you drink when I'm talking?
I don't know. I'm really enjoying this green tea.
It's good.
But yeah, the whole conveyor belt battle's going on, and 3PO's getting all split up, and R2's doing his thing.
Anakin breaks his lightsaber.
Anakin breaks his laser sword. Death.
What?
Laser sword. Luke calls it that, so it has to be.
Okay.
It's called the laser sword at some points. It's a terrible name for it. But then they're captured by Jango Fett and his Geonosian allies.
Yeah.
They're sentenced to death, and on the way out as they're being sentenced, Padme confesses her love for Anakin, and they share a great kiss, and
Yeah.
the music is going.
Yes.
You know it.
Exactly.
It's great. It's fantastic. Whoa. So Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Padme are chained in the arena to face execution in this big Colosseum-like place, and there's 3 creatures that are going at them. Apparently they're called a Reek, a Nexu, and an Akle.
Oh.
Don't know which is which.
No idea.
No idea what. Like they don't scream, and I can't tell. I couldn't even guess. As they fight for survival, Padme confesses her love for. She already did that. In the arena's high stands Count Dooku, Newt Gunray, Archduke Poggle. Archduke Poggle the Lesser is his name. That's like the Geonosian leader there. Just hilarious. Jango Fett and Boba Fett watch with grim satisfaction. They're basically just fighting these 3 things. Padme's on top of things very early.
Yeah.
Getting out of her handcuffs and getting on top. Anakin's taking a bowl on pretty much, and Obi-Wan's doing his thing as well. It's just a great battle. It's so fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Jedi without lightsabers just doing their thing.
Yeah.
But they get on the back foot, and they're about to be killed. It's not a good scenario. Just as hope fades, Jedi Master Mace Windu arrives with a strike team of over 200 Jedi. This ignites a spectacular battle against Dooku's droid army. Yeah, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. Mace is just fucking shit up with the purple lightsaber. And it's just so entertaining to watch this many Jedi in one place doing it.
Is that the first time we see the purple lightsaber?
Yep, first time we see the purple lightsaber. And you see no other colors out there except green, blue, and Mace Windu's purple. It stands out.
Because that's what he wanted, right?
That is what he wanted. And George did it for him.
Crazy.
So nice. Yeah, it's a spectacular battle. Jango jetpacks into the fray to confront Mace Windu, but he's quickly killed effortlessly. Just choo, choo, choo.
Yeah.
Mace Windu gets closer to him and just cuts his head off, which leaves Boba to mourn his father, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully Boba doesn't turn into a bounty hunter himself.
That'd be terrible.
Despite their valiant efforts, the Jedi are overwhelmed by the droid army's sheer numbers, and they face imminent defeat as they're surrounded. But at the critical moment, Yoda arrives with Republic's clone army transported from Kamino. Turns the tides of the arena battle. The clones are in it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
The clones are in it.
And it's the whole entirety of the scene, there's 2 moments of, oh no, they're gonna lose, and then someone else comes in.
Exactly. They love doing that, man.
Yes.
Right up until, oh no, they're gonna lose, and then they actually lose happens, and then it's even better that way. That's movies for you.
That is. Indeed, it is.
The conflict spills into the Geonosian desert, erupting into the first battle of Geonosis. The first battle. Gotta watch the Clone Wars. This is the opening battle of the Clone Wars. Yeah. This is it. This is the start. The origin of everything. God, and if you knew once you know everything that goes down. Here's the thing about the Clone Wars, though, and I saw a meme about it today, is that, like, the Clone Wars is kind of like this, right? It's the greatest thing ever, but it kind of sucks for, like, 5 seasons, right? But after that, it's great. But, every single season, except season, like, 1 and maybe except season 1, have really good arcs within them, because they're like 3 episode arcs, or 2 episode arcs, is how they go.
Oh.
So, it's like, yeah, season 5 is great. The first 7 episodes suck, but the last 3 are, like, it's stuff like that.
Well,
so
damn. That's, maybe you shouldn't have told me that.
But, like, if you went into it with insanely high expectations, you're not going to like it at the beginning, you probably won't get to the late season. It becomes the greatest Star Wars show on television.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Okay.
And it's just, like, the journey you take with these people anyways, and how much better you know these characters, how much more there is to them than you thought initially, it's so worth it.
I will, eventually.
I think it's almost a show that's better to look back on than actually be.
Okay, well, don't say that.
I'm going to stop pitching it now, yes.
Yeah, terrible pitch.
Anyways, the Republic's clone troopers, led by Jedi generals, clash with the Confederation droid forces in a massive ground and air assault. Newt Gunray flees for his ship, while Poggle the Lesser entrusts Dooku with the schematics for the secret weapon. What can that secret weapon be?
Death Star.
The Death Star, ladies and gentlemen. Anakin and Obi-Wan pursue Dooku to a hidden hangar. Actually, after Anakin makes a decision which is not like him at all, and it makes Yoda even feel something happy. Because Anakin's like, wants to go help Padme when she falls out of the ship, and Obi-Wan's like, no, we gotta follow orders here. And Anakin's like, okay, after a little while.
No, after he says, what do you think Padme would do? Which is like...
So good.
Damn, what if he said that to him like a shit ton more? Maybe things would have been different.
It'd be so... well, you can't say it to him at the end, in Revenge of the Sith.
Right. But like, pre the end of Revenge of the Sith.
I have the high ground. Also, what would Padme do in this situation?
Well, no, he could even have said
Padme's fucking dead, Obi-Wan.
He could have said it like when he was... Well, no, by that point he was choking Padme. It could have happened. I feel like if he was more in that mindset...
He didn't have a moment to say anything, though,
happened.
because Padme betrayed him right when he saw Obi-Wan.
Right.
But that'll be later down the... We'll talk about that.
Right. But I'm just saying it could have happened pre that, so he was always in that mindset, and then that, in return, never happened. But obviously, it's for the sake of the movie.
Wouldn't that have been great if he never became Darth Vader?
And these movies were actually just like an alternate reality.
I love it. That's what I will be praying for that as we're watching Revenge of the Sith in theaters.
I think about it every single time. I'm like, what if it doesn't happen?
Obi-Wan and Anakin are fighting Dooku, and Obi-Wan gets... They both just get destroyed, pretty much. They get absolutely cooked.
Yeah.
And Anakin, they were supposed to fight together, but Anakin messed it up, charges, and Dooku incapacitates Anakin with Force Lightning, engages Obi-Wan with a lightsaber, kills Obi-Wan. He doesn't kill Obi-Wan.
He injures Obi-Wan.
He badly injures Obi-Wan and almost kills him.
Off
Anakin's arm. Yeah, right after Anakin saves Obi-Wan for a second. So they're pretty much about to die, and as Dooku prepares to escape, Yoda arrives, luckily, confronting his former apprentice. Their battle is dazzling display of Force prowess at first, which is throwing shit back and forth, throwing lightning. Yeah. Yoda just catching the lightning.
I must say, Yoda's so funny, because he just, like, limps up with this cane and then just goes crazy.
Of course, dude. It's the best.
It's the best thing ever. And then again, once it's over, he again grabs his cane and limps off.
Yep.
Which is really fun.
It's so... He only uses the Force for his movement when he has to, man. Smart. Not his best fight, though.
No.
It turns into a big lightsaber skill, and we see Yoda's acrobatic style countering Dooku's elegant precision. He realizes he can't defeat Yoda, so he distracts him, toppling a massive pillar towards Obi-Wan and Anakin, and he flees to Coruscant's industrial sector, where he meets Darth Sidious. Sidious is very pleased, as the Clone Wars have begun, according to their plan.
I wonder who Darth Sidious is.
I don't know. I don't know. It's really not obvious.
No.
In the aftermath, the Jedi Council grapples with war implications. At the Jedi Temple, Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, and Yoda discuss Dooku's warning that Darth Sidious controls the Senate. Yoda, wary of the dark side's deception, urges caution, but agrees with Mace Windu to monitor the Senate closely. On Coruscant, Palpatine, flanked by senators like Bail Organa, oversees the deployment of vast clone trooper legions, which we see in this massive shot as we hear the Imperial March theme. It's sick. And now on Naboo, Anakin's fitted with a new mechanical arm, and he gets to marry Padme at a secret ceremony at Varakino, is apparently what it's called, witnessed only by C-3PO and R2-D2. Their union, born of love but shrouded in secrecy, sets the stage for tragedy. And then the credits roll.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's our movie.
That is our movie.
Wow. Can you believe it? Jesus fucking Christ. What the hell do I have this many technical... Okay. Looks like I got a lot of hidden gems today. Sorry, I know we're not there yet. Looking at my notes, that's insane. Go ahead.
What?
Well,
I don't know what that means.
I was just giving you the go ahead to
I just have to hide.
have a sip.
I have to just hide it, or else I just keep like, it's like instinctual. You know what I mean?
That's totally fair. Well, yeah, I was very happy with this film, honestly. What did you think about this film?
I love this movie. I think it's so good. I think there's so many good fights and scenes, and I love like the whatever. Oh, damn. I love all like the good Padme and Anakin theme, shall we say? That just kind of plays without until we get like the full thing at the end that then fades into, of course, the typical Star Wars song.
100%.
So effortlessly.
It was
John Williams obviously is amazing.
He is, man. He really just makes it. Without him, I don't think these movies would have been nearly as successful as they were.
For sure. I would 100% agree with that. I don't know. I really love this movie. I think it's so good. But once again, like Revenge of the Sith, nope. Phantom Menace.
There we go.
I was waiting for things to happen that are going to happen in Revenge of the Sith.
Totally. It's still setting up.
Yes, absolutely. There's still a lot of setup and foreshadowing. All that.
No doubt.
Fun stuff. Want to jump into characters?
Yeah.
I think through this, like we said, there's still a lot of setup, but we get a little bit more of development character-wise. Specifically, I would say a lot more with Padme, for sure. As well as Anakin.
No doubt.
Like, we get his... It's finally, we're seeing, like, his angry side. Like, we were talking about how Hayden Christensen has, like, a really good, like, creepy stare that comes commonly throughout the movie, which I think is just very telling of what is going to happen. Obviously, they're not in their full form of character, you know what I mean? But a lot more development. Well, for Obi-Wan as well. We're kind of seeing a much different side to him.
Much more mature.
Yes, absolutely. And kind of sort of like a father figure, as they say, to Anakin. And very much takes on that role, I would say.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. I think specifically those two, you know, what they did with Anakin to play both sides of, you know, kind of just seemed like a young prodigy Jedi, and also Vader at the same time was really good. There wasn't too much Vader to make it unbelievable, you know, from the kid that we saw last movie. But there's also enough to still let us know that he's going to turn, obviously, with, you know, the killing the Tusken Raiders and everything. It's going to be the most obvious representation of that. And I really liked what they did with Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan didn't have much of an arc in this movie. He's kind of just the same character. And he stays that way kind of until end of Revenge of the Sith, really.
Yeah.
But he's just so entertaining to watch. You know, it's just, his whole character is so witty, and the relationship between him and Anakin is so good. Their chemistry on screen is just so good.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, also, I like the Jedi getting a lot more development. You know, we saw a lot more Yoda, a lot more what Mace Windu is very happy with. Padme, for sure. Got to see sides of Padme. Padme is just kind of, she's a very different character, a lot more humanized in this one. Yeah. All the way down to her costumes. Much less crazy stuff going on with her costumes.
Right.
Very, you know, intentional.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Anything else to say on that front?
Pretty good there.
All right. What's best and worst character?
Best and worst character?
Start with whatever one you want.
Okay. I go first?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with best character.
Okay.
There wasn't anyone who, like, really stood out to me with the main characters. Padme definitely has an argument for me. Obi-Wan as well, as always.
Right, of course.
but I think I'm honestly gonna go with Count Dooku in this one. He's only on screen for like an hour max, or well, he's not obviously less than that, but he only comes up like an hour in or somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And he just steals every single scene he's in. It's probably Christopher Lee more than anything, but he's just such a menacing presence.
Yes.
He's exactly the type of Padawan that you think Sidious would take on, and he's got a commanding presence there, man. I like his scene with Obi-Wan. All of his dialogue is so well done. The way he fights, like everything about him is just so. It's so good, man. I love Dooku.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good one. I think I'll probably go with. I'll go with Obi-Wan for this one. I would say
Gotta get
Obi-Wan. He's so great. Like you said, he's just so witty. All of his dialogue is just amazing, and then his like dynamic with Anakin is just always really fun to watch. Like their back and forth is just so great.
It really is. Their chemistry, man. They're so good together. Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen. It's great, man.
Absolutely.
You don't get as much father-son from them.
No.
Though I will say they tried to do a little dialogue around that.
Right.
It's a little bit more friendly.
Yeah, well, I think it's kind of in him telling him what to do is kind of probably more the father vibes in it. Right. Like he's a lot more mature and strict than just kind of like a friendly vibe. But we could say it's more of like an older brother dynamic. I would say
that's
would probably fit it more.
Yeah, you would know.
Worst character. Do you want to start?
You can go first if you want to.
I'll go with this in this movie and only in this movie. I'm going with C-3PO.
3PO, yeah, it's a good one.
He's really not doing anything good. He's just kind of dragging along, getting into trouble. R2-D2's always pulling him out of it. Yeah, there's just not like a lot going on, and that's who I have to pick because there's like all the characters are pretty great.
Yeah,
I would say
it's true. That's why this is gonna be so hard for me. I'm trying to think of a worst character here out of everybody left. There's some like really small parts that I could nitpick. I guess I'll probably just go with Palpatine in this one. Although he did a lot, like you can see him moving chess pieces. That's it for this role. Yeah. Like it's one conversation with Anakin, and other than that, it's just him being like, "Hey, let's do this," and then getting his way. And it's just like, I don't know. I'd prefer to see maybe a scene of him putting on the Sidious persona or messing with the dark side a little bit more or something. But I guess we can't do that because they don't want to reveal it yet.
Right.
So that's impossible. So yeah, you can't do that. I just felt like there was a lot that missed opportunity with him a little bit. Could have done something more. Yeah, he's kind of just pulling strings from behind the scenes, which is what he does. So I don't blame him. But like you said, it's good characters in this.
Yeah. All right. Best scene?
Yeah. Do you have yours?
I have a few, but do you have one in mind?
Sure. I'm gonna go with the Jedi battle on Geonosis, the very start when they're in the arena. I think it's just such an epic moment. It's the first time we've seen that many Jedi out there, and this is coming from, years and years of only seeing a couple lightsabers at a time. Getting to see that many, getting to see Windu with the purple lightsaber, all these Jedi that we've only seen sitting around showing up for battle, and then the clone showing up with Yoda at the end. It's just so epic. It is, like you said, think you're gonna die, save him, think you're gonna die, save him type thing.
Yeah.
But it's still just so entertaining. Maybe it's because we enjoy that Wii game, so what's it called? The Lego game so much.
The Lego Star Wars.
That level is great. I'm sure you were thinking about it during.
That's what I was thinking. Ben, did we get to Attack of the Clones?
We must have. We played that level at some point. I think because there were multiple games. I think there was probably one for episode 2. Yeah, well, I thought that wasn't. We had the complete saga, and then we might have also had Attack of the Clones. Yeah.
You could be right with that.
I still have. It's probably sitting right downstairs right now.
I would say for me, best scene would be, when Anakin and Obi-Wan are, fighting the changeling. Is that what they call it?
Oh yeah. That's it.
Just like flying through, and it's
Oh,
such
yeah.
a fun and cool scene, and the dialogue between Obi-Wan and Anakin in that is just so good. And I love
Totally.
it.
That's a really good one. It's such a fun scene. What a way to open that movie.
It is. Yeah. It's so good. Worst scene?
Me or you?
I do not have one.
No?
Well, I could try to find one, but like I cannot think of one at the moment.
I'm gonna go with I hate sand.
That one line.
Well, it's just that whole exchange between them two. It feels very, very for. Actually, I won't nit because we'll get into dialogue. Can I take it back? Or do I do
You
it
can
first?
take it back.
I'll take it back. I'm gonna go with the whole conveyor belt scene. I feel like it goes on for way too long. It feels really like I don't know. I kind of like how it's out of their control and the droids have to save them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But also just feels a little stupid where it's like, really? There's not anywhere else you could go. It's not this conveyor belt in the middle of the room.
Right.
You know, and Padme's stuck in a bucket for half of it. It just goes on for a long time. So that's probably mine.
Yeah. Mine. Fuck, I don't know.
I hate sand is on the table.
Yeah. I'll take that one because I can't think of it.
Forced dialogue is the easiest thing, bad thing to point out in this movie. Bad dialogue, yeah.
Yes. That will be mine.
Nice.
Because again, like, worst character, it's hard to choose because it's so good. It'll probably be harder in the next movie.
Definitely.
All right, are you ready for your hidden gems?
Is it time?
It is time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gio's Hidden Gems. Hopefully it worked.
Yay!
Despite a lot of criticism, George Lucas did shoot episode 2 on digital, which was the first. He wanted to shoot the first one on digital, couldn't quite do it. So it's just the first one he shot on digital. A lot of people were not happy with that in the film industry and still don't think digital is better.
Oh.
But it's kind of. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know enough about it to know whether it's preference, but.
Yeah, me neither.
This was George's preference. Hayden Christensen also made lightsaber noises with his mouth. I don't know if you remember Obi-Wan or Ewan McGregor in the first one did the same thing. So did Hayden.
That's funny. I would too, honestly.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, 100%. Like 100%.
You're good at that.
Fairly. I've been doing it my whole life, you know. Over half the sets are digitally created, and the audio is switched to digital as well. So everything, they went digital with this. It's like you can keep the entire project in like a little box.
Full digital.
Great. 3D models were still used, but with added effects. So there's some CGI layered onto the models, but a lot of the sets were made with miniature models, then scaled up and put behind the actors using the blue screens, which is such a cool way to make it. Like, what?
Yeah.
Apparently they did this because it was less time consuming than doing the CGI for it. Doing it all CGI. Interesting.
That makes sense.
George Lucas in this one obviously gave Mace Windu a purple lightsaber, which is the first one that's not green, blue, or red.
Crazy.
Which dress do you think George Lucas designed in this one? Personally designed?
I have no idea.
No idea?
I cannot tell you.
He designed like the super tight, very revealing one when Padme is refusing Anakin.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? With like the neck piece and everything?
Yeah, when they're by the fire.
Yep.
Well.
That's the one he designed. And Padme was talking about how she couldn't breathe in it.
Oh.
But it was on purpose to accentuate the discomfort.
What the fuck, George? What are we doing?
Who knows? The entire aggressive negotiations conversations during the dinner scene between Anakin and Padme was ad-libbed by Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman at George Lucas's request. And this was due to not being happy with they were not happy with the romantic dialogue that he wrote for that scene.
Oh.
So he was like, all right, you guys fucking do it.
Well, there's even a callback to that line.
I assume that it was already written in the script, and then that's why Hayden used that line, and that's how it worked out.
Well, but why would she say that like, you know what I mean? Like, that line doesn't make sense without the first line.
Well, it still would, right? I call this aggressive negotiations rather than her. Yeah, you're right. Well, then it seems
Because
like
that doesn't seem like something she would say.
yeah, you're right. But then this seems like a lie, like a little PR thing, because there's no way that those were shot. It would have had to. You would have had to change the dialogue in that big. I guess yeah. I mean that could work. Just as long
Yeah.
as the dinner scene was filmed way before they shot the
Right.
scenes, they changed the dialogue for it. Yeah, yeah. Uh, when Jango Fett gets into a ship after his fight with Obi-Wan, he bangs his head on the partially open door. This was a reference to the famous goof from Star Wars, Episode 6. Nope, Episode 4, A New Hope.
Nice.
Where the stormtrooper accidentally bangs his head on the door.
So funny.
Due to much animosity aimed towards Jar Jar Binks, the Phantom Menace, the working title while they're on set with the movie was Jar Jar's Big Adventure.
That's funny.
Samuel Jackson has said that he wrote the words "bad motherfucker" and they're ingrained on the hilt of his lightsaber. Same words are famously printed on the wallet of Jackson's character Jules Winfield in Pulp Fiction. The death sticks that the pusher tries to sell Obi-Wan was a hallucinogenic drug, and it was an obvious reference to cigarettes. Because much like with cigarettes, each dose the user's life was shortened.
That's funny.
This was the most expensive Star Wars film.
Didn't Hayden Christensen also smoke cigarettes?
I don't know. Did he?
I feel like he did.
I don't know. That's an interesting detail to pull out. Wow.
About that.
Just throwing accusations.
I could be wrong. But that would be funny if he did.
That would be. That'd even make it much funnier.
No, I just feel like I've seen pictures of him smoking.
Damn, dude. Wouldn't expect it.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be
He
very
seems
wrong.
like type.
Maybe.
It's possible.
Who knows?
I'll have to ask him. The Kaminoans have the appearance more reminiscent of a traditional extraterrestrial than other aliens in the Star Wars franchise, and George Lucas said this was a homage to his friend Steven Spielberg.
Nice.
So that's cool. Because of Close Encounters. Actors auditioning for the part of Anakin Skywalker included Ryan Phillip, Nisha Collins, Paul Walker, Colin Hanks, Tom Hanks' son, Christian Bale, Heath Ledger, James Van Der Beek, Joshua Jackson, Eric Christian Olsen, Eric Von Detten, Chris Klein, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Jonathan Brandis.
Damn, that's so many.
So many names.
Crazy good actors.
In the end, Hayden Christensen got the part primarily because he and Natalie Portman looked good together. Quote.
Oh.
After making the film, Ewan McGregor appeared in Black Hawk Down, which required clean-shaven and to have an extremely close buzz cut. Since the new scenes were added to this film post-production, McGregor did not have enough time to regrow his hair, so he's fitted with a hairpiece and a prosthetic beard, which is easily distinguished from his natural hair.
Did you notice when that happened?
I did not.
I did not
We
either.
were actually looking for it. We pointed this out before when we were looking for it. We did not notice it, so apparently it was not obvious enough. When Anakin is slaughtering Tusken Raiders, Qui-Gon's voice can be heard in the background. Because apparently in Star Wars canon, Qui-Gon's Force Ghost, tried to stop Anakin's rage. God, imagine reading that comment. I need to read that.
That's so sad.
Or it's in a book, maybe. Okay, here's a big one. Jar Jar Binks, standing in for Senator Amidala, puts forth the motion that gives Palpatine supreme powers, right?
Mm-hmm.
This means that Jar Jar, the most hated character in the Star Wars canon, is indirectly responsible for the fall of the Old Republic and the near annihilation of the Jedi Order.
Yeah.
It's him. It's fucking Jar Jar.
Yeah.
There it is.
He's responsible.
George Lucas briefly toyed with the idea to have Jango Fett's severed head fall out of the helmet as young Boba is holding it.
Oh.
But he ultimately thought it would be too cruel. Yeah, George. Yeah. Yes, it would be too cruel.
I think.
My God. You can actually see the head falling out of the helmet as it gets cut off, though. It's a little shadow.
Ew.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not the actual, it's a shadow of the head.
Strange.
When that changeling dies with the toxic dart and reverts to her alien form, she says in her alien language, Murashani Slimo, which is Huttese for Bounty Hunter Slime Ball. So they were like, what's the name? Jango Fett. And then he gets killed, and she's like, Bounty Hunter Slime Ball, she does. What do you think the body count in this one is?
I have no idea.
No idea? Guess. Give it a go.
I don't know. Just tell me.
You gotta give it a go, because I want to impress you if I can.
I don't know. Just tell me.
Why? This is a guessing game.
Well, because I feel like I'm gonna be very just tell me.
How many do you think?
No idea.
Over 50?
How many do you think?
I know.
Right, so tell me.
Over 50?
Yeah.
88.
See, I would have never gotten that close. That was a setup.
88.
A setup.
Pretty crazy. Apparently a subtle yin-yang shaped cloud appears in the Naboo sunrise during Anakin's meditation scene after his nightmare. Kind of cool, symbolizing his inner conflict between light and dark. The score, composed by John Williams, highlighted for Across the Stars, is a lush, tragic love theme for Anakin and Padme that rivals the emotional depth of Empire Strikes Back's love themes, which I 100% agree.
Me as well.
But apparently, 90% of Geonosis' battle music and other music throughout the film was tracked from The Phantom Menace and his compositions from the last movie.
Wow.
Film color grading. George Lucas's dialogue is often criticized for being wooden, particularly in Anakin Padme romance, with lines like "I don't like sand" becoming infamous. However, some moments shine through improvisation. I guess just talking more about the improv, the aggressive negotiations. Costume designer Trisha Bigger crafted over 1,000 costumes, blending cultural influences with Star Wars aesthetic. Padme's wardrobe, including her white Geonosis battle outfit and Naboo gowns, reflects her strength and elegance, with white symbolizing purity before her tragic fate.
Wow.
And Anakin's darker robes hint that it features Darth Vader, obviously.
Right.
And the Geonosians' aristocracy held specific attire, apparently, as well. Yeah, we talked about the Naboo Retreat, which is the Italian-inspired architecture, obviously, because it's a practical set in Italy, enhanced with minimal CGI.
So cool.
Lake Como. This is also the first fully CGI Yoda, replacing the puppet from the Phantom Menace originally, which was replaced later. This is the version we saw. And I believe that's about it.
Wow.
You seemed enthralled with those last ones.
I'm sorry, the longer this goes on, the later it gets.
We're keeping it short today. We're keeping it short. We're keeping it very short today.
No, we have...
Fucking look at that.
Yeah.
Not short enough. Not short enough. Look at that time, though.
Yeah, we're almost...
This is insanely short. No tangents. We are locked in this episode.
We actually had a lot of tangents.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I guess the story was just shorter.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, you told me that.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. That's what you said before the episode started.
Yeah, I mean, it might be.
All right. Themes and messages.
Themes and messages. The biggest one is like, listen to your higher up. I mean,
Yeah.
Like, listen to the wise people around you and take their counsel, because it's important. Mm-hmm. And it's also, I mean, a big story about, like, what it means to, that compassion is a huge theme in this one. Loss. Loss is pretty massive.
Yeah.
You're still yawning over there. Dude, trust me, we're going short on this episode. We're chilling.
I'm so sorry. We did this so... Well, we talked for so long.
It's also second podcast of the week. It's going to be a third podcast of the week on Saturday.
I know, but it'll be earlier, right? When's our movie?
12 something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would agree with those. Any more?
No, I mean, there's probably more, but I don't give a fuck.
Those are the main ones you got? Okay, personal casting, again, it's the same character.
You're Padme, and I'm what again? Was I Kenobi?
Obi-Wan.
Seriously, I'm Kenobi
Well,
again?
I think in this one you'd probably be Anakin.
I'm definitely Anakin in
Yeah.
this one, man.
Well, because Obi-Wan was young in the other
Yeah, I am young.
one. Yes. No, but you could still be like, you know.
I think I give off more of an Anakin than an Obi-Wan.
No, for sure. But like in terms of like you could play an Obi-Wan really well.
Thank you.
Like the witty more of as a person, you well no, I'm sorry. That's a little mean. But
I mean, I'll take, you know.
well, as a
try not to think
person,
about
I would
that.
say I give off more Anakin than Padme. But for the sake of personal
For the
casting,
sake of gender roles.
I wouldn't. Yeah, there's literally only one option to put me as.
Yikes.
Rough. Star Wars movies typically have one female character.
Truth.
This negative quality and positive quality.
Negative quality and positive quality. Well, which one of us wants to have the negative?
I'll take the negative. The dialogue.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of it is really strange and just it's just really off. Like sometimes it's not a specific thing you can like put your finger on. You're just like that doesn't sound right. That doesn't flow right. That's not great. But there are some great scenes of dialogue with that said. But specifically between Padme and Anakin, it's pretty rough.
100%.
I would say.
100%. I'm gonna just go. I can't think of many others. So I'm just gonna go with the acting as well. I think there's a lot of moments again, Padme and Anakin that just don't feel as well acted as they should be.
There's this one we didn't mention it, but we both laughed at it when it came up in the movie. Is where when they're leaving Anakin and Padme to go to Naboo, he says something like, "Oh, don't worry, we have R2 with us," and she just laughs like way too hard at that.
Oh yeah.
It was just like that should just be like a little chunk, not like a full on.
It was
laugh.
so awkward. It was so awkward.
Yeah, so I'd agree with that. Critics reviews?
Critics reviews.
Got 'em?
We'll start with the good ones. Richard Corliss from Time Magazine. Obi-Wan, in the form of McGregor's bearded visage, is growing into the moral authority and gruff wit exuded by Alec Guinness as the Obi Kenobi in Star Wars. Sorry, I guess this is a fresh review. I guess this one is just gassing up Obi-Wan. Didn't realize that. True.
It's true.
He did great.
It's true.
Just so understanding. He feel he's more of a surrogate than Anakin in this one. I feel like more on Obi-Wan's side with all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Todd McCarthy from Variety says George Lucas has reached deep into the trove of his self-generated mythological world to produce a grand entertainment that offers a satisfying balance among the series' epic narrative, technological, and emotional qualities. 3 out of 4.
Wow. Yeah.
Now,
agree with that.
he was yawning all the way home.
Sorry.
Now on to the bad qualities. First off, we have the late, great Roger Ebert, rest in peace, from the Chicago Sun-Times.
What?
He gives it a rotten score.
What?
Attack of the Clones is technological exercise that lacks juice and delight.
What?
Rick Gorin.
And he liked
Phantom Menace.
What the heck? That's crazy.
Phantom Menace lover, Attack of the Clones hater. Roger Ebert.
Damn.
Rick Gorin, Globe and Mail, says watching Attack of the Clones is like getting bopped on the head with a rubber mallet. No lasting damage, I pray and hope, but bad enough to bring on an acute bout of dizziness and disorientation. 1.5 out of 4.
I would disagree a lot with that. I'd completely disagree.
There's certain parts that drag a little bit and feel like I'm getting bopped on the head very, very easily with a rubber mallet, but no. Last we have Stanley Coughlin from a fitting name, The New Republic. Lucas's films have no people in them. Not even... What? Lucas's films have... Hold on, stay with it. Lucas's films have no people in them, not even to the token degree of grade B gun and girly flicks. His characters, as in his norm, are plastic puppets, even in his confectionery love scenes. Rotten score.
No. Lies. That's what I say to that.
That is the end of the Critic Reviews.
All right, are you ready for our ratings?
Yes.
Take it away.
Me?
Yep.
Well, I didn't know what to think about this one. I was very surprised with how much I liked Phantom Menace. So I was trying to lower my expectations a bit for Attack of the Clones because I thought that I was going to like it. Going in, I thought that I was going to like it a lot more until I saw Phantom Menace. Now, since I like Phantom Menace so much, I'm worried. Who knows? Everything's changing with these movies when I watch them, and I'm watching movies differently or something.
Yeah.
But Attack of the Clones was a very entertaining movie. There are a lot of good events going on, and I love the relationship between Padme and Anakin, although it's not well done, honestly. It's not well done.
It's just the music makes it
Yes.
so amazing. And sorry to interrupt you, but I wanted to add that in. I think
100%.
that's what really carries that.
That theme is amazing, man. It makes me emotional every single time I hear it. And it's just, it's the best. Their relationship is so good.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan is so good. I do think that like Roger Ebert said, that there was something about the juice that Phantom Menace had that this movie doesn't quite have. You know, that there's just, Phantom Menace felt to me like a real event watching it. And this movie was kind of just, it felt like a middle movie, you know?
Damn.
It did. It just wasn't like, I think there was so big of a focus on the relationships rather than the politics in this one. And honestly, I went for the politics, setting up all the crazy stuff that happened in the Phantom Menace. Obviously, we had a villain who was actually looming for the whole time rather than just showing up like Dooku.
Right.
You know, which made it a lot better. Although the last fight was worse. And I don't mean to just be comparing the two, but I think that this movie had just something about probably the performances and just not a lot of characters that I can really like dig into deeper than I could when I was a child. Just kind of taking everything at face value and also hearing it, a lot of telling, not showing. Your reactions
This is
are crazy.
shocking.
I it's not that shocking. But when all is said and done, I do still love this movie. It's so fun to watch, and the big battle scenes are just amazing. We both highlighted action scenes as our favorite scenes because those truly are the best parts of these movies. Counts are getting involved. But I'm gonna set this one slightly lower than the Phantom Menace at a 3.4.
Oh my, that is crazy. That's crazy.
I can't quite put a finger on it. I'm gonna need a few days to chew on it, but there's something else here that didn't do it for me like the Phantom Menace did, and I gotta figure it out.
I would say for me, I love this movie. I think it's so good. And like I said when we were doing the worst scene, it was hard for me to even find a worse scene because I think it's all just like very entertaining. Sure, there's things that drag a little bit. The dialogue is shaky through a lot of it, but I think a lot of the other things just like pull me in so much, and especially the music, I would say, is just so amazing. Like, it gets 1 full star, like, from me, just purely for the music, you know what I mean? Like, that carries so much in the movie. And I mean, I would agree, like, the last fight in this isn't as good as the last fight in The Phantom Menace, but I feel like it has so many other just, like, really great fights in it that it just kind of, like, adds up for me. Yeah, I don't know, I really, like I've said throughout this, I really love the dynamic between Anakin and Obi-Wan that, like, really pulls it higher for me for sure, because their back and forth is just so good. So, for those reasons, I'm going to put this at a 3.7.
Wow, a 3.7. Wow, we flip-flopped.
We did.
That's crazy, and this is not how we thought it was going to be.
No.
At all. At all.
Well, mine I expected.
What was yours yesterday?
I think it was a 3.4.
It was a 3.3.
And yours was a 3.8. So just
3.3 from 3.8. Yeah, we flipped.
Point.
It's I don't know. I think these watches are really fun getting to talk through them. They're very just, I don't know. Every time I watch Star Wars, the more that I learn about movies, it's a little bit different, which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a feeling with these earlier movies, well, these prequels, just the first two of them, just kind of, like you've mentioned a few times, waiting for things to happen.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing. And now we're waiting for Saturday.
We are. So exciting and I don't think it's a surprise, but we will both recommend this movie, all of the Star Wars movie.
100%.
Well, the prequels and the
Watch it again
originals,
and again and again and again.
not necessarily the sequels, but definitely watch them if you haven't, because if you haven't, that's crazy. But as we have said throughout this, and I think in the last episode, the next movie is Revenge of the Sith in theaters.
Yes!
So,
I wonder how
very
packed our theater
exciting.
is. Do you think it's packed?
The 20th anniversary. I'm not sure. Okay, anything else to say?
If you want to stall real fast, I can figure out how packed our theater is.
You want to tell why do you need to say it on? I mean, that's fine.
Tell who what?
Why can't we just end the episode and then you tell me? Why is it relevant? I mean, they'll hear about it in the next episode when we talk about the theater experience. If it's packed or not.
Or they can find out. They can find out just about now.
It's taking you a while. Damn.
Just about.
No.
I don't even know when we're seeing it anymore. Honestly.
No.
I don't know. We have a packed fucking theater. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be absolutely insane. Many people joining us for Revenge of the Sith.
It's gonna be great.
Yes, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I am too. So, with that, I'm Mara.
And I'm Gio.
I don't know if the other outro I've written down. Do you remember it?
And now we return you to.
No, the new one.
We have to make this at least better than the intro. Yeah, I know the new one off the top of my head. But we also have the old one at the start of it, but I guess we can't do it at this episode because we're not returning. Now we leave your local movie theater parking lot. Now we leave your local movie theater parking lot. Just kidding. We were never there. We'll see you next time. Just after opening weekend, because waiting to talk about movies is clearly not our thing. What do you think about that?
That was good. That was very good.